America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Big ups, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Not a happy Tuesday, but it's Tuesday nonetheless. How are you doing? Welcome in episode number 103 of the Untitled series. Just past 4 p.m. here in the afternoon. Sorry I was late. Anyone who plays the AFC, I had to finish this SBC. Cuti Romero has a new SBC out, so I did go ahead and I had to go get that before I started the show. But how you doing? Welcome in. Ay, Dios mío. I guess this is the tale as old as time, right? If everything that can go wrong will go wrong all at the same time at the most inopportune time. So is the story with Tottenham Hotspur. First and foremost, before we really get to talking about the fun stuff, how much more can one team take is what I want to know. We'll talk about it, but how are you doing? Make sure you're hitting that like on your way in if you don't mind, or don't. The question for today in the poll is, what do you think about the latest injury blow to our depleted squad? 56%, is saying when it rains, it pours. And oh baby, it is pouring. It is pouring. Well, 50% now says that when it rains, it pours, and we are getting poured on as we speak. Shit, man. Matty Cash, is he a criminal? 32% says Matty cryptocurrency is a criminal. I think that's a great answer to choose. I did send him a nice little GIF today. It was, if you know the guy Khalid, he's actually from El Paso, Texas, where I'm located. He's from this city, and he had a very famous hit song. He said, "Send me your location. Let's focus on communicating." And that's what I want to do with Matty Cash, Matty cryptocurrency, Matty Bitcoin. Whichever crypto failed the worst and is the most dirtiest, schemy Ponzi scheme, that is what I want to attribute to this man's last name. I'm so upset still, but I do have to get over it, because you know what? I do think it's just one of them things. When you're in the kitchen, you're cooking, you may cut your finger a little bit. You got to tape it up, wrap it up, and keep going. That's why they make those little finger condoms. If you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, you know what I'm talking about. But big up everybody in the chat. Let me see who got the first place prize today. That's going to be Nate Pye with the double first place prize. 2.5 months. Good morning, all. Good morning, Nate Pye. And anyone out there in Australia, I don't know why I keep calling you Nate Pye. You told me you hate it, and I'm supposed to be respectful, but I guess I'm a disrespectful motherfucker. So there's already an F-bomb in the first 5 minutes. And you know what? They've actually been strict. I think I cursed the YouTube overlords or something, because now it seems like when I curse, I'm going to get that little yellow symbol. And they started reviewing my videos, and they said they reviewed one, and they were like, this is not suitable for all audiences. And I don't know what I did. But hey, we're going to keep doing our thing. Y'all super chats mean more than the advertisement. That's all it really affects when people are upset about cursing or whatever. It affects their advertisement. Now, if it is a channel that generates a lot more views than, say, this channel, I could see how, $20-30 an episode could be substantial. But I don't make no $20-30 an episode. So off advertisement anyway. So fuck the ads. Who cares? But big up Patty Hartnett says, finally the first to comment. Big up Patty Hartnett. How are you doing? Big up Wilton McDonald in the house. Good evening, Jacob. I'm not sure what is going on with our club. Man, I'm not sure either. Well, hang in there. We'll get there. But big up Wilton. Good to see you. Callum Roche is here. How you doing, Callum? Big up Jazz Fusion is in the house already. Futility 1912. How you doing? Honesty Hortensia says, big up my guy Yakub. I wish Bentancur a speedy recovery, even though I do want Spurs to do bad and all my top 6 rivals, but I don't wish injuries on nobody. That is actually, you know what? That's classy of you. That's classy of you, because as I'm going to share here with you, obviously this is the news, the biggest news of the day. He's going to be missing some time, 2.5 months with an ankle injury. It was confirmed that he does have a torn ligament in the ankle. Don't ask me what ligament. I ain't Dr. Phil or whatever doctor you subscribe to. But big up Honesty Hortensia. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you. Good to see a rival here supporting the channel. Even if you don't support my club, you support my channel, and to me that means something. So appreciate you being here. First and foremost, big up Jammy Get. How you doing? Bald Bean Counter. We are cursed, my friend. I do think we are cursed. How you doing, Ravi? Spurs GCTV says, evening, Jacob. Gutted for Benny. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Hope all is well with you, though, my friend. Hey, in life, I'm too blessed to be stressed, to be honest. Except for the water. There's a water mill that I go to. Not like an actual water mill, but they have great filtrated water. Anyway, it's been stealing like 25 cents every time that I go. And today it stole $1.25. So I'm actually very upset with that. Outside of that, if that's my biggest problem of the day, I'm doing all right. Did I make the theme music, Ravi? No, my father-in-law did. All the music is originally produced here, not in this house, but in a house by my father-in-law. My father-in-law met Wu-Tang back in the day. He was an audio engineer, traveling musician type in the 80s. So, but yeah, he made all the music. That all come from him. Trust me, I'm not that talented, as much as I would like to be. Big up Hotspur Hippie. Paul says, Romero knows what to do on March 9th. I haven't circled my calendar, but we'll be there. Oh, we will be there. I don't even want Romero to do it because everyone already was like, all right, Romero, you got to be the one. Someone else. I don't want Romero to get another red because then they're all going to say what they all love saying about Christian Romero. Big up, LB. Hey, man, congrats on the 3K. Big up, it's LB. Appreciate you giving me a platform to speak on your channel as well, helping me grow. Like a good, you've redirected as well. I know there's some people who are subscribed to the channel because of you. So thank you so much, LB, for being one of the great content creators along the way. Speaking of great content creators along the way, one of my favorite all-time Hassam says, quiz. Big up, This Is Football. Go subscribe to This Is Football if you haven't already, but big up, Hassam. For me, it's already begun Wednesday here in Belgium. Oh, you're in Belgium. Very nice. Home of the... Did you actually make Belgian waffles? I didn't want to say home of the Belgian waffles and be super disrespectful, but big up all the way in Belgium. Yeah, happy Wednesday. And it is Wednesday as well for those of you in Australia or down under Asia areas. We do have some Korean listeners as well. We do have some Indonesian. We have listeners all over the world. That's what I love saying about this beautiful channel. Again, thank you so much to everybody who did help the channel get to 3K. Absolutely monumental. It really, y'all are reflecting, I think, the amount of effort I'm putting into this channel. I'm every day taking time away from my family to prioritize at least trying to bring something to the channel that may at least make you smile, even though Tottenham doesn't always make you smile. But hey, here we are. Views have been down since we've been losing. I think people don't want to tune in after L's. And you know what? I just want them to know, if you do happen to hear this in the first 10 minutes of this show, I got hugs for you. You need a hug, I got you. Any upset Spurs fans with Bentancur? Is he becoming another Lamella with these injuries? I don't think so. This was a man hurting him. The ACL was a hyperextension on his end, but I think it was because he was trying to avoid a person. So I wouldn't put this injury on him personally, Jamie. LB, thoughts on City fans today? Oh, they were leaving early at the Champions League, huh? Big up Ash. See, there's another one. India. We got Ash out there in India. Says, hi, Jacob. Very little silver lining. Very little indeed. But look, the sun's going to come out regardless. The games are going to be here regardless, and we got to find somehow, some way to cope. And we'll get there together. I have no doubt about that. We'll get there together. Hola, Jacob. Big up Lisa all the way in Mexico. Says, crap day with our news about Bentancur. I'm sad and angry at that Matty Cash. That's a very good option poll. Remember to keep getting your votes in a poll, and let me know how you feel about the latest injury to this already depleted squad. That was big up, LB. Big up Craig the Gecko, man. Big up Jacob and Chewy. Chewy is here. I did bring Chewy, therapy dog. I'm doing what Arteta was doing, where he premeditatively brought in a dog for Arsenal because they were going to, drop the title eventually. And he wanted an emotional support animal for them. And honestly, I respect that. So, Chewy's here for the people. We'll put it that way. Chewy's absolutely here for the people. Matty Filthy Lucra. I don't know what that is. Folsom Villa Blues. I played a man Romero just to watch Matty Cash die. Oh, I see what you're doing. A little rendition of Johnny Cash. I'm not gonna butcher it. R.I.P. Johnny Cash. Rich, big up. Even more crushing to see Bentancur's quality for 30 minutes and then get it stolen. Yeah, what a tease. It was interesting because watching him in the first, it's like We got our man back. We've got Mr. Rodrigo. That's what I really felt. I really felt like this is great. He's starting to look good. He kind of looks like himself. I watched him with Uruguay. I thought that, look, he was a man back to himself. That's what I thought anyway. Very, very unfortunate. It wasn't even his fault. That's why I don't think it's like a injury problem with him per se. It's a dude tearing your tendon in your ankle, man. Now, yet again, another test to see if we can come back from that again. But alas. Big up, Rich. Good to see you here, my friend, either way. Hey, Chewy's there. Makes me feel a little better. Hey, that's what he's here for. Chewy is here. He's a man of the people, or a dog of the people, not a man. Big up, Scott M. How you doing? Winter Surfer says, leave Matty Cash alone. Best right back in the league. Winter Surfer's an absolute fraud, first and foremost. But big up, Andrew. I think that's your government name. I don't even want to call you Winter Mudrick, as I like to call him, or Mikhailo Surfer. That's what you can call him. Big up, Sam. Big up Tyrell Gunner TV says, big up Jago. Hey, big up yourself. How you doing? Tottenham in the mud. Yep, absolutely. We'll be all right though. Yeah. Big up Renzo Sclavo. Don't know how to say that name. Sorry for butchering it. Yep, 2.5 months. That's absolutely not good. Why no shame robe? Because I don't want to wear it right now. I don't want to wear the shame robe. We've already had enough shame, man. I gotta. No shame robe today. I'm not going to wear the robe right now. Big up Hotspur Hippie says the yellow dollar sign of shame. It's almost, yeah. Has it happened? Let me see. Should I see if I already did it with the 2 F-bombs within 10 minutes? So far green light, but everywhere else. I've had 3 of the last 4 live streams all get the yellow dollar sign of shame. So, damn, that sucks. I'm really hurting myself by cursing, but at the same time, I feel like I just got to bring my authentic version. That's what brought y'all here in the first place. So if I start censoring myself for the sake of advertisement money, what does that make me? A sellout? And I don't think that I am. So I just got to keep being myself, I think. Nick Brown says, it's not as nice as you, Jacob, but I'm not letting cash live rent free in my head. Can't wait to see you get your change. Big up, Nick Brown. Good to see you back in the house. It's been a long time, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're living well. Life is blessed outside of the injury concerns. Who's sticking their arse out, impairing venom in evening all? Who was sticking their arse out, impairing venom? Not sure what that means. Someone impairing Vicario's sight, maybe? But big up Darren Wimbledon, YouTube chat member in the house. And good evening to you. How you doing? Sam is here, and he's won Spurs to win. How about that? Only because of City. Only because it's City. But hey, we move. We'll take your support and manifest it. We need people manifesting. Don't talk bad about Matty Cash when you have Romero the kickboxer on your team. Name me one person Romero has injured. Please, sir. Scott Jones, name me one person that Romero has injured with any of his tackles, carded or not. Name me one. That's what I want to. Name me one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sam, for being also a facilitator of helping provide some of those subscriptions as well. So thank you. And big up everybody who did come on over from This Is Football. Thank you for showing your support to this channel and to what I'm doing over here. Darren Wimbledon says Villa equals Leeds under Revley. This new it's not new monitor. Why did I say new monitor? It's the same old damn monitor I had, but there's some Mac update that happened on my laptop, and now my whole monitor looks different. It's actually harder to read the text. I've been playing with the monitor as much as I can and see if I can get it looking normal, but it does not. It's actually been messing me up on every single show I've done. So big up to the monitor for fucking with me. Tough team, close to the edge. Some good football, deservedly hated. Big up Darren Wimbledon. It was Sklarsh is in the house. Well, I love this name. I was actually 2 weeks ago thinking about this name. I was like, where's Sklarsh been? Because that's a great name, and it's great to always see you in the chat. Big up Sklarsh. Surely with these injuries, Levy must open his checkbook in January. If he doesn't, then I'm sure Levy only cares about top 5, nothing more. And congrats on the 3K. Big up Honesty Hortensia, one of those people coming on over from, I believe This Is Football. Look, I've always felt no matter what, Levy has to open that checkbook. We were in and around the top spot by January. Levy got to open that checkbook. If he, I'm gonna take that off for a second. My ears kind of hurt. Kind of hurting my ears. And there's no one here, so I don't have to actually listen to anything. I can just talk without a headset on. And also, this little strand of hair is really distracting me. I don't know why. You see that? Anyway, yes, I've always felt like Daniel Levy must open that checkbook regardless of where we were, because this squad, if you look, we all knew. The things that we are seeing is an amalgamation of problems that we already knew existed. Ainge knew they existed. We all knew this existed. You don't change everything, personnel, players, infrastructure, etc. when you come in the first window. I've always said, give Ainge Postecoglou 3 to 4 windows until I really give him get a sense of what he wants his squad to look like and what he wants those people to be doing. And until I see that, then I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to try and understand what's going on and understand what he wants to do, and that's my approach. And that's how I approached it in the summer, was saying, look, I have no to low expectations. Top half finish, some good football, some deadwood out, some new players in, a new ethos, philosophy, pathway from the academy to the first team. These are all things I wanted to see. I want us to just burn the damn thing down and rebuild it. That's what I've always wanted. For some years now, we've chased glory with Jose, with Conte. Hell, even with Nuno, we chased some glory. I don't know what damn glory we were trying to chase with Nuno, if you ask me. We're in the Conference League, but we did get Christian Romero. And I don't care what nobody says. Cuti Romero is my GOAT. Talk to me nicely every single time. Cuti is the greatest. But I don't care if you agree with me or not. You can't convince me otherwise. No, I didn't mean it was Rodrigo's fault. More like, will his Tottenham career be spent in rehab? Great question. He's on the road to Lo Celso right now. I don't know if he's at Lamella levels yet. I don't know. Big up Futility with the super chat. I know I'm behind in the chat, but thank you for hitting the super chat. I do see those immediately. Big up Futility 1912 with the $7.99 Australian dono. Says that watermill can pour itself a glass of water and gargle my balls. I love that, Futility. Keep that same energy. Bring it to the plate every single time. I believe the name of it is Watermill Express. So those bastards at Watermill Express, I did take a photo. They have a phone number on there, so don't you worry. They do have a phone number on there. Real quick, I did do the SBC. I did do it's on there right now. I did do the SBC. I got the Kuti card. But look, if anyone wants to call them, they're fraudulent. 1-800-487-9643. Love your water or it's free. The fucking assholes, man. It's not. Well, they stealing my money. They raised the prices. When I moved here, 3 years ago, it was $1 for 5 gallons. And then it became, sorry, I messed up my camera. Hello. Anyway, inflation's hitting the watermill and everything included. So let's see if I can get that to, it usually helps. Bang. Look at that. Like magic. Thinking TV magic. Well, I was about to put the headset on. Big up Futility. Hey, now the watermill can't say nothing to me. So big up yourself. Big up. Winter Surfer here, being a fraud, of course, as always. I'm starting to imagine what Custer's last stand was like. Custer's last stand. General Custard. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Big up Scott Jones. I remember Spurs fans celebrating Eduardo leg break for Arsenal in 2008. Personally, I would never celebrate anyone's. First and foremost, whatever color shirt they're wearing, they're human. They have a family. I always say, like, even if you juke somebody and you take their ankles from them, that's someone's family who had to witness you doing that. Now, that is what is called a beautiful thing to see. But a injury, I don't care what color shirt you're wearing. I don't wish that upon nobody. You got kids watching them, his kids, his nephews, his nieces, anybody in his family, his mother, his father. Like, I don't want them. I would never want to see my there's been some horrific leg breaks over the years too, so I would never want to see any of that shit personally. I've always wished that nobody ever gets injured, because then us as fans, we all get the best possible product there is to offer. Because if you think about it, like for me, as much as I want to win, I don't want to win because everyone got injured and we just happen to have the best not injured people. I've always felt like I would personally prefer everybody everywhere is bubble, isn't, you know, like on a game mode, you could set injuries to off. I would love that personally, because then you get to see the best of the best go against it. No excuses. No, oh, this guy's ankle's hurt. Oh, let's wait and see what Tottenham looked like with so-and-so. Oh, I mean, obviously that's just daydreaming, but that's just how I feel personally. I would never wish injury upon no grown man like that. Do you have an injury robe? I don't. I just have a robe of defeat. When we take L's, I gotta wear the robe. That's just the rules. 2.5 months is unlucky though. After just coming back, it was his first start for us since 8 months. 8 months. This man damn near could have had a baby in the amount of time. He could have impregnated a woman and had her have the baby by the time he came back for us. And now he's going back under, I mean, yeah, Winter Server, I think no matter who your allegiance is, you absolutely, yeah, you got to feel bad for a guy just coming back from, Abrice Eze as well. He just came back from injury, and then he also had to leave early. And then Mikel Elite, he had a great game coming back from injury. So, honestly, never wish that. Nope. And yeah, I thought you were. I thought you were. I lived in Europe as a child. Hey, big up. Let's see here. Where am I? If Jacob gets 5K subs, then he goes on your show wearing a Liverpool kit. What? Are you trying to make me sign up for some bet wearing a Liverpool kit? First of all, I ain't going to spend no money on a Liverpool kit. First and foremost. Secondly, big up if we do get to 5K subs. Why would I wear a Liverpool kit, though? That don't make sense. Gooner Gathering. How are you doing, Gooner Gathering? Sending best wishes to our fellow YouTuber from the other side of North London. Hey, big up, Gooner Gathering. Appreciate I haven't seen you in the chat before. How you doing? Always I appreciate you showing some love, because I think, again, same thing with the injuries. No matter whose color shirt you're wearing, whatever symbols on your chest, content creators all know the same struggle as the other one. So big up. Appreciate you showing some love. That's cool, man. Is that TJ and Surfer's company? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, no, Surfer's Chelsea and TJ's Arsenal. Big up Gooner Gathering. 56 watching. Let's smash that like button. Big up Gooner Gathering. Yeah, Jamie just considered some much needed paternity break. Big up Futility again for that super chat. I do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel in a monetary manner. Scott Jones says, Jacob, when Eduardo broke his leg, Arsenal were 8 or 4 points top of the league in 2008 in January, so some Spurs fans were quite happy for those reasons. Google it, posts are still there. I'll have to look into that, Scott Jones. I did. Admittedly, I wasn't following Tottenham at that time. While I was playing the sport and following the sport from afar, I hadn't, like, given my allegiance to anyone. I was just a fan of the game. More followed like international stuff and just kind of why it wasn't big in the States yet. It was actually not even on NBC yet. I don't think till 2009 or 11 is whenever it was actually free on TV, and that's when I started watching it. Big up Foxy. Bad news about Bentancur, same injury. It's actually his ankle. So his ankle he has a torn ligament in his ankle. So it's not his knee. And the same leg, though. The same leg that he tore, I believe it is. I believe it's the same leg. It's absolutely some sad news. Big up Bonnie. Bonnie. What did Scott say? Where's he trolling? Oh, Scott Jones. I thought you meant Scott M. Scott M's a Spurs fan. And a lot of time people are like, are you even a Spurs fan? Yeah, I was asking. Yeah, wait, Scott, did I skip over one of your comments where you told me who Kuti's injured? Or you just brought up the thing from 2008? Yeah, that's all I saw was you bringing up the thing from 2008, which, fair play. If you remember that, I just personally don't celebrate. I would never. I think it's distasteful. But some fans, hey, people celebrate differently. So people support the club differently as well. Everyone's fair share to everyone who does that. But me personally, if anyone who gives a shit how I operate, I would never do that. I'd rather them have their best team possible and we beat that. That's just how I always feel. Don't want to keep going back onto genuinely feel for Bentancur. Hope he recovers soon. Big up Gunnar Gathering. Appreciate you showing some love. Look, the first reply, I mean, this is Twitter, so it is toxic. It is disgusting. You are going to find, you know, people who say nasty stuff. And look, first thing is a faceless account, a nameless account. Says nice one, Matty Cash, with a little meme. So, look, just because one Arsenal fan's celebrating it, two, maybe 200, or whatever percentage it may be, it doesn't reflect the entire fan base, because if there's Spurs fans that celebrate an injury to an opposing player, then I don't support that. I don't subscribe to that notion personally myself. Jacob, who replaces Bentancur now? Bentancur. I don't know why it's like, the more emotional I get about something, the more fucking southern I've noticed my voice goes. Look, who replaces him? I have no idea. I have no idea, if I'm honest. Papa Matisar should hopefully be coming back at some point. Apparently his injury's undisclosed, whatever that means. City just came back from 2 down to win 3-2. Sunday will be rough. A draw would be a win. Jamie, I was watching that. I was doing some scouting, and when they went down to they were losing 2-0, I was like, hey, maybe they maybe this is our day. Maybe we're going to be able to do this. And then watching that second half absolutely was like, yikes. Because honestly, they're a bad team. I think they defend pretty well for what it's worth. They just got broken down over time. I'm worried. I'm worried. I ain't going to predict the loss, though. Hell no. I ain't going to predict the loss. Big up, Adrian Shroka. How you doing? Good evening, all. Good evening to you. Hello. Foxy. Never want to see players injured from rival clubs. Scumbag behavior. That to laugh about. Yeah, that's pretty not cool, man. That's pretty not cool. But again, people can support and be who they want to be. Hey, long may that continue. And you do you, boo-boo. That's what I would say to that as well. You do you. Don't bother me the slightest, because no one's opinions necessarily dictate how I feel about this club. So there you go. Adrian, Champions League football qualification could go top 6 if Man City get big points deduction for breaking financial fair play rules. Yeah, I don't really know how that's going to shake out. It'll be interesting to see at the end of the day. Ash, if he had a baby, at least he'd have personal joy. Dude has been out forever and nothing to show for it. He had one start to his name to show for it, but yeah, that was about it. It's unfortunate. I don't use Twitter. Too many jokers on there like that troll. Yeah, there's a few of that. Jacob, don't forget to give our ITK guy a mention. He couldn't have been so wrong. Oh yeah, yesterday's show, I was doing the ITK, the guy with 500 followers. He was like, "Don't worry, y'all, Benny's gonna be good." And it was like, bro, what? Who are you, first of all? And the tweet had like 500,000 engagements. That's absurd. Big up Futility, another donation. Hey, another big super chat here. Futility 1912. Everyone, please follow the Hotspur hippies fighting the establishment, and like Jacob, respects other people's rights to believe whatever brings them happiness. Hey, big up Futility, showing some love. Big up. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me because look. Oh, I thought they gave me the yellow dollar of shame. The yellow dollar of shame. Because if they do that, then, you know. But super chats don't matter what I say. Super chat, I get percentage of that. So appreciate you, Futility, doing that for me. Do go follow the Hotspur hippie. I mean, you're the one putting the super chat out there. So I'm going to take the time real quick. I'm grabbing the Hotspur hippies link. And like Futility has so kindly paid and requested, go ahead and subscribe to the Hotspur hippie. I've put it in the chat. Go ahead and do it now. Big up Derek Smith says, good evening, Jacob. Haven't caught a stream in a while. Must be something to do with 3 losses. Derek Smith, I did reference this off the top of the show that I felt like views have been down. Everyone's upset. No one wants to watch Jacob anymore because we're losing. But either way, however you feel, you're allowed to tune in. Don't have to tune in. Appreciate you being here first and foremost, Derek. Good to see you. How is the Mayflower Club? trying to remember the name. Portsmouth? No, it's not Portsmouth. Portsmouth is blue. And that's where Dane Scarlett got on loan once. Plymouth. There it is. Plymouth Rock. Big up, Derek Smith. Hopefully Plymouth is doing well. But I hope you're doing well as well. But yeah, Nick Brown, our ITK guy, really screwed the pooch for us, huh? Gooner Gathering, believe me, sir, I'm dealing with some idiots on Twitter tonight. That's hilarious. Look, I sometimes wake up and I want to fight the fight that is all the folks there on Twitter, but sometimes it's just like, you know what, it's not really worth my time anyway. Foxy says, usually faceless accounts like that like to troll on Twitter, even on YouTube, serial losers. Big up, Foxy. Good to see you in the house as well. Future Music says, hey, Jacob, we have the power to rebuild him again. Big up, Future Music. Always with the positivity. I do appreciate you. Jacob, are still able to be got at. City are still able to be got at. They have a few holes that Spurs can open up. Hey, open them up. Let's see what we got. Open it up. Come on now. I need to see. Hopefully, except Sava. Big up Sava. I don't know what that comment meant, Callum. Derek Smith, I watched 168 players scoring their debut goals for Spurs in the Premier League era. Those players scored some excellent first goals, even the ones I didn't remember. I saw that video making the rounds. Big up. Big up Tottenham Hotspur every single time. Joe says, hi, is it true that Spurs are big in the USA? Joe, I will tell you this. Tottenham Hotspur have the number one... Tottenham Hotspur have the number one amount of official supporters clubs ranging in the country. So in America, there are more Tottenham Hotspur supporter clubs than any other club. I believe number 2 is Liverpool, and then 3 is Arsenal or United. I can't remember, but it's not Spurs. I know we are number 1. I've Googled it. I've looked. I've done the research, y'all. I did. Tottenham's number 1. So talk to us nicely. When you live in North London, you live with that rivalry, usually as friends first. Big up, Darren Wimbledon. Jacob, views are down because now Arsenal are top. They were here when Spurs were doing good. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Like the weather, I cannot control when, how, if others want to watch this channel. But look, there's been about 60 of y'all this entire show across all platforms. So I'm still doing this. 60 of y'all are here to chat with me. So big up yourself. Right in the fucking face. David Calvino. Hi, Jacob. I think I might have to start calling Roar. Roar. Who's that? Who's Roar? Ash says, this is where I come right after a loss. I always feel better when I can share the pain. Look, we all bear the burden of a loss when Tottenham don't do well. I will say that much. So it's easier together, you know. If we can all share the same thing. Here. What happened to Hotspur Hippie? I don't think anything happened to him. He's chilling. I saw him he was live earlier. Is he live right now? Let me see. No, he was on 4 hours ago. I did see him there. Out working for a buck. Who, me or me? No, I'm here. Foxy speechless with VAR ref tonight. Unreal how they gave PSG a pin. That's pretty much eliminated us now. When you say eliminated us, Foxy, are you... Wait, who's in that group? Milan, Newcastle, PSG... Who did Milan play? Dortmund? Are you a Dortmund fan? I don't know. Are you a PSG fan? Or Newcastle? No, Newcastle. Toon fan. Okay, my fault. Sorry, Foxy. With your picture, it made it a little... I was like, wait, I can't remember. Big up, but... Wait, so... y'all are low on points now because y'all drew, right? And that was in stoppage time. I did see that, but I was watching the City Leipzig game, honestly, because I was trying to scout, see if there's anything City would show me that would make me feel good about our prospects. But you know what? Yikes. Spurs for life. Jacob, the other day, Staffy was saying you're the only American Spurs fan he has met. No, he's met Will also. There are quite a few Spurs fans in North Carolina or Northern Colorado. Big up, Sue. Good to see you in the house, Sue, every single time. A lot of Spurs fans all over the state. Look, if you go and see just how many supporters clubs there are, and then the photos that they post on match day in North California. Oh, NorCal, I see it there. Sorry, like I said, this monitor's smaller now, and it's all harder to read. Northern California. Big up, Sue. Sacramento's got a huge Spurs. Sacramento Spurs, they got a big crowd that always show up. Hi, Jacob. Hey, David. Hi, I think I might have to call Rodrigo BENTANCUR. Wish him well in a speedy recovery. David Calvino, that's pretty creative, although still kind of hurts, if I'm going to be honest. Still feels like a sensitive little wound, and you just stuck your finger in there. But hey, we move. Ugly Fish is here. How you doing, Ugly Fish? At least the Arsenal troll numbers have gone up. I wouldn't even call them trolls. I would just say Arsenal supporters. I wouldn't call them trolls. Hey, they're here a lot and they're showing support to the channel. So, but they are goons at the end of the day. Goonie heads. Just got to treat them accordingly. Blimey, have you heard VAR want to expand to include other areas? I did read that, and I feel like maybe they are trying to, really piss people off and just see how far they can push people. Does not make sense to me. Why and how they want to do that. What's going on here, Derek? Liverpool 61%, Manchester United 60%. Oh, those are percentages? Nah, but that's as of August 2022. So first of all, that's old. And secondly, it's the amount of official supporters club. Google which Premier League team, or Google how, I remember it wouldn't come up eloquently. If you Googled the one thing saying who has the most fans in America, it does give you something like this. And that's absolutely falsified. So what I do want to say is, the way I searched it was I Googled how many supporters clubs are there in America of Spurs? How many are there of Liverpool, United, City, Chelsea, etc., etc. Tottenham are number one, Derek. Number one. Big up, Sue. We need Dortmund to beat or draw versus Paris Saint-Germain. Final game, and we have to beat Milan at home. But Dortmund have already qualified, so we'll most likely play the kids. Interessante. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they'd play some good ones. Thrilla from Manila. Yo, Jacob, do you like my fraudulent profile pic? Is that Staffy? Big up, Staffy. What a fraudulent profile pic that is. San Jose, to be exact. I have a San Jose Sharks hockey jersey from when I was a kid. Don't know why I got one, but I did. It should be VUR, video that undermines the ref. Honestly, VAR has made it so annoying. What my main thing that I want to see changed, and if you don't mind me rambling a bit, let me go ahead. Let me see if this coffee's cooled down. As you can see, it's very full to the brim, so I've been letting it cool off because I just made it. So don't hate me. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah. Michael just texted me. Hello, Michael. What I want to see with the VAR thing, real quick, indulge me if you don't mind. I just want to see a time limit. Keep doing your thing, have fun with the people in the booth doing whatever they want to do, but let's have a damn time limit. Or if you're not going to do a time limit, let's find a way to keep the players' muscles actively engaged. In the UK, it gets fucking cold from what I can see. When I can see your breath and then you're stopping and starting, that gives you time for what? Your muscles to tighten up, cool down, so to speak. And you have to stretch and you have to stay limber. And what I really don't like is to see the game turn into the NFL. Quite frankly, it is hard for me to even watch the NFL, NBA, NHL, all these other ones. NHL's not as bad, but there's still so many commercial breaks. I feel like Premier League is trying to head down this route where let's see if we could get a commercial break. VAR review brought to you by Progressive type shit. I don't want to see that. This is part of the reason why it is the most beautiful game. I'm supposed to get 45 minutes of uninterrupted ball play twice, and then maybe extra time if it's a cup or something. But my point in saying that is, if you limit the amount of times that we go, or that is spent stopping and letting some dudes in a video room review, I don't care. Don't either. You got to be able to see it in the first 5 seconds. 5 seconds is how long I want it to go. 10 seconds tops. The process should take 10 seconds tops. So you stop play for 10 seconds tops. That is fair. That, I think, is the route it should go. Put a fucking time limit on it. I don't want to see, dude, like, we're all just standing around watching it over and over and over, and then the dudes in the booth are like, wow, wow, wow. Oh, this is what I think. Oh, here's my Manchester United bias. Oh, here's my Liverpool bias. And it's always like, and sometimes Arsenal bias here in America. You get a lot of gooners who are the color commentators, and they're always hating on Spurs. No matter what match it is, no matter who we're fucking playing, it's always, oh, shit, Spurs. Oh, this, that, about Spurs. Put a fucking time limit on the VAR. I don't want to sit there and watch 40 minutes of people going, oh, well, I think this and I think that. Like, I'm not tuning in for that. I'm tuning in for the damn ball game. Let me see the damn ball game. Jacob, were you just singing Phantom Planet OC theme song, California? Yeah, the OC. I just find that intro to be like kind of annoying. I mean, it's stuck in my head forever. Spurs for Life, Jacob, I went to Malaysia earlier this year. Huge number of United, Arsenal, Liverpool fans. Sadly, didn't see Spurs shirt there, but we are big in Korea. We are big in Korea. That is absolutely true. Oh, big up Ugly Fish, sending an empty super chat. £2. I know that currency symbol now because I learned. So big up, first of all, for this. Thank you. I don't know what you were trying to tell me, you ugly fish, but you know what? I'm going to say you're an adequate looking fish. Don't let people say you're ugly. You are an adequate looking fish. I will say that first and foremost. Yeah, big up Gooner Gathering. No Gooner Troll here. It's tough being a YouTube creator. It is very tough. It is very tough out here. Just hit 3K the other day and was reflecting on the journey that it's been, and it's been a long motherfucking journey. And things really started picking up the more that yeah, Ugly Fish says that's all I wanted was to be called an adequate looking fish. You are an adequate fish. Adequate looking fish, because your name does have to do with the fish's appearance. But big up Gooner Gathering, man. Keep at it. That's all you can do is just keep grinding. There's no other way. There's some stuff in the YouTube studio stuff that is helpful, but at the end of the day, people don't return because of YouTube hashtags or whatever. People return because of you. So just keep being you. That's what I would say. That's why I guess this monetization, now that I'm starting to get cramped, they're trying to cramp my style by limiting my ad revenue because of all the ways that I be saying things. But I just got to be myself. Y'all tune in for that not a censored version. 80% Koreans support Spurs. That's a pretty good number. There's millions as well. Millions. Shout out to all the Korean fans. Thriller from... How you doing? Respect? Yes, absolutely respect. The Anaheim franchise should have kept the Mighty Ducks team name. Why did they go away from it? And when they did that, I think hockey died. Because I'll always remember the Mighty Ducks. Quack, quack, quack. A great movie. Great movie. Series of movies. Emilio Estevez. Emilio! Love me some Emilio Estevez. When will we see clubs with TJ and Flawless again, says Eagle MMA. Whenever they want to run it. And also Surfer, one-on-one. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to put you on smoke, my friend. You've been talking all this and that about my fraudulence finishing as a striker. So Winter Surfer, if you see this, anyone who knows Winter Surfer, I want y'all all to know I'm challenging him publicly, one-on-one, live. Motherfucker. Absolutely a fraud. Big up Winter Surfer. Evening all. The automated offside thing needs to come into the Prem. No more guessing. It works great. Big up Woodsy Reacts. Sure. Let's just fix the problem. That's all I want. Big up, big up. Do you have Spurs fans in San Antonio, David Kelly? Oh, that's interesting. There is a San Antonio Hotspurs, I think is their name. San Antonio Hotspurs, because San Antonio obviously have the basketball team, San Antonio Spurs. But they do also have a contingent of supporters of Tottenham Hotspur as well. They also did a really cool San Antonio Spurs, the basketball club, did a Tottenham Hotspur inspired basketball shirt. So they did do that once. So that's kind of cool. Pick up ugly fish every single time. Appreciate you with that dono. Let's see here. The rules have always defined the game, but the thirst for precision undermines, transforms the nature of the game. Two bodies can be leveled to the naked eye. If there is a mistake, we live with it. Hey, laser beams. Why don't we have laser beams? Why not there's laser beams. Just one, like a long laser beam that runs the whole, so at any point you could see, did they cross the laser beam or not? There's got to be, I mean, bro, we have garage door openers that work better than VAR line technology. You know, the little garage door sensors, you put them on and then like laser beam, man. Fucking 2023. How are we still doing this? Hey, big up, Al Grar, okay. On the Twitch, watching over there on the Twitch. How you doing? It says, could we be in a timeline where Dortmund reach a quarterfinal? Yo, I will say, shout out Dortmund every single time. That was a tough ass group. For them to even make it out the group, I think is a huge accomplishment. I think whoever makes it out that group, good job. I would say very good job on your fans should be happy with that, because that's a tough ass group. Really, you could flip a coin and figure out who makes it out. Hey, big up Dermot, THFC Till I Die, says congratulations on 3K from all the THFC Till I Die. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Dermatron. Appreciate you being here, my friend, and thank you for always being a supporter of the channel, and as well giving me a platform to speak over there as well. So thank you very much for being here. Real quick, I am going to try and do someday, one day coming up, I want to do a 3K special, like let's just hang out. I'll just put I'm gonna send the link out to a bunch of content creators who I've worked with, and we can all just come on the stream, hang out. Y'all can stay for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, hour, 2 hours, whatever it ends up being. Just maybe a nice, fun little hangout or something. I know we don't have much breaks in between these matches coming up, but I do want to plan that out. I will schedule it on the channel. It won't be like I schedule it the day of. I'll schedule it a few days in advance. So if you are interested in tuning in or joining, shoot me a text on WhatsApp. If you're like, yeah, man, I'll join. And we'll do just like a little 3K special here on the channel, just saying thanks to all the people who helped me get here, and all the people who, watch and stuff, because it still means a lot. It does. It really does. There's a hilarious Korean Man United fan that melts down on his YouTube channel. I've seen him making the rounds. They did his reaction for the Garnacho bicycle kick. Phenomenal. Absolute phenomenal reaction to the bicycle kick. Big up over 75 people across all platforms. Big up. Hope you're having a great fucking evening. First and foremost, sorry for the F-bomb. It is almost 5 p.m. here in the U.S. of A., at least in my area of the U.S. of A. So I hope you're having a good evening, good afternoon, or morning, wherever you're tuning in from. But big up every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the like. Partake in the poll. Let's see. Almost at an hour, so it's okay. I can go ahead and check what the poll's doing. 63 votes, 50 likes. That's 13 folks that have not liked the video but did partake in the poll. But that's okay. You can live the life you want to live. What do you think? Sokka's older brother, you're going to wash your dressing gown. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. 63 votes, 49%. When it rains, it pours. And oh, baby, it is a pouring. It is a pouring down on us. Absolutely. I mean, just when you think it couldn't get any worse, a guy who just came back. We're like, yeah, we're getting a guy. He's going to come back and at least somewhat help in a sense of these injuries and shit. And guess what? Now he's injured. You just can't make it up, man. You absolutely just can't make it up. Big up Gio Rhea in the house. Big up everyone. How you doing, Gio Rhea? Good to see you back. Hope you are well. Too blessed to be stressed as I am. Indian Gunner says, Jacob, they should do VAR like in cricket. I don't watch cricket, so I appreciate you providing context. Says, every team should be given 3 chances. This will ensure that players will only take VAR when they themselves are sure of a... Oh, so put it... The power in the players. This kind of also reminds me of in the NFL, the challenge rule. In the NFL, if there's a call that's made and the player, the coach, the assistants seeing it live on telly, they all say, yo, throw the challenge flag. Then they throw the challenge flag and they review it, and then they, either lose a timeout because they were wrong or they get it correct, and then they correct the play. So I would like to see some, why not? Fuck it. Something but put a time limit on it. Whatever it is, put a time limit on it. For God's sakes, I need every athlete's hamstrings, quadriceps, biceps, abdominals, gluteus maximuses. I need all those muscles warm and running for the amount of time that they're out there performing in a high endurance sport. That's what I fucking want. Because I don't want to see Mickey Van de Veen pulling his hamstring like that when he tries to go to 6th gear, but he can't because he's been standing around for 30 minutes while we do fucking 5 VAR reviews in the first half. Absolutely makes me infuriated. Put a time limit on it. That'd be the easiest, quickest solution. You can implement that fucking tomorrow. I'm just saying. That shit makes me mad when I think about it. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't promote this show. Like, I didn't send it to any groups. So I'm going to do that real quick just because, like, yo, hello. In case you didn't know. Oh, big up Colin. I just see your text messages now, my friend. Hang on. Put a damn time limit on it. Are their San Antonio Spurs any better at winning than us? Yes, they did go through an era where they were pretty damn good. Greg Popovich is regarded as one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Yeah, they are not like us in that sense. Who can I say is Spurs are like? I don't even want to do that. That's not even fun. Because we'll end up saying some busted ass. I don't even want to think about doing that. Big up Future Music. Credit cards have gained popularity since Cash became a twat. That's why I called him Matty Cryptocurrency. I refuse to say he's Cash because Cash rules everything around me. Cheese. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Ryan Gloria says Spurs need to buy Kang In Lee and Hwang Hee Chan if 80% is right. Well, that would be fantastic. Kang In Lee, I think, just went to PSG, so it's highly doubtful that he would do that. But Hwang Hee Chan, hey, apparently Wolves are just there for their players to get fucking grabbed. So grab him. I like him. I think he's a good forward, actually. Works well with Son. Sokka's older brother says, hold that bottle ham. At least you got more excuses. At least my away kit looked better than that dusty-ass thing as your profile picture, but we move. This guy can waffle for hours. Was it a 6-hour stream? I ain't done no 6-hour stream. What you talking about? You coming in here to waffle about me. Fort, you was winning the league. I don't know what that means. Can you type in a message that I can understand? Big up, Dermot. Yeah, what's that mean, brother? Oh, now you're going to take a joke at my man because he got a dad bod. Hey, Sokka's older brother, newsflash, Ange Postecoglou is the peak form of male physical fitness. If you don't like it, then you just don't understand peak form of male physical fitness. And that's that. Put your Twitch channel in the chat. I'll follow. All right, I'll type it. It is Jacob_TV. There you go. That's the Twitch. You're going to wash your dressing. It's not been washed yet. We need a win before I can wash it. Ozan over there on the Twitch. Big up to the man, Jacob. Big up, Ozan. How you doing? Ozan Kabak in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I will like it, but I'm out. Come back to the football terrace for your cooking. Okay. Hey, I'll come back. You need some of that smoke, I'll bring it to you, my friend. Don't you worry. Howie says, evening, Jacob. I think the FA should suspend Cash because of the extent of Benny's injury. Do they have that option? The tackle was horrific. No red card, shambolic. What I would say is I got to keep my same energy. I never give refs blame or credit for what transpires in the match. Now, as far as how I feel about it, VAR fucked us that entire match. But you have to live with it. I say the same thing to our opponents when VAR doesn't do that to us and it does it to them. They have to hold that. Unfortunately, we got to hold that. I don't think there's going to be any retroactive action here on Matty Cash. I don't think it was like blatantly obvious enough. Yes, to me and to many other Spurs fans and other fans of the may say that, yes, that is a dirty tackle. It's nasty. But I've seen other things go unpenalized. Same thing. I don't know that maybe I'm wrong and there's a history of the FA retroactively handing out yellows and shit. I've only seen where they take them away. That seems to be the only thing I can remember. But for me, if it wasn't called on the day, we can all look at replays because the same thing can, like, how do you retroactively fix the fact that, Romero's handball? Or how do you retroactively, you can't. You kind of just got to move and deal with what you're dealt with. You know what I mean? When you're at the poker table, damn it, they're going to hand you the cards and that's it. Big up Saka's older brother. He liked the video. Look, if Saka's older brother can like the video, Shirley, but don't call me Shirley. Every single Spurs fan can. Every single Liverpool, City, Chelsea, whoever you support, surely you can like the video because, Saka's older brother did. And that's Arsenal. So I will drink to that. Thank you, Saka's older brother, hitting a like. Appreciate that. Paul Brown, in fairness, respect, Jacob, if you hadn't stuck with it, us insomniacs would be effed. Hey, big up Paul Brown. I did decide look, there was a juncture in this YouTube journey where I was really considering, like, maybe this ain't my thing. Maybe I'm just not good enough at it. But I want to shout out, like, David, Irish Hotspur, and Spurs Talk Show Sean. I expressed the way I was feeling to them that, like, maybe I'm just not good at this. Maybe I'm not good enough at this, and I kind of maybe should look at doing something else with my time, and maybe I should stop putting so much effort. And both of them really kind of put their arm around me and said, look, if you want to do it, you just got to do it, but more. You got to put more into it. You got to be consistent. You got to put more into it. So that's all I've done here. Just tried to be as consistent as I can. Obviously, the start times of these shows fluctuate because my wife's schedule. She the breadwinner in this house. Until I make more money per episode than she makes per client, I'm gonna have to adjust my schedule according to the missus. So she's the breadwinner around here. So big up to everyone who does stick with me. Again, hit that notification bell. You always get notified when I do go live. I do always try to schedule the show with at least 30 to an hour in advance. So that way, those of you who do have the notification bell, you will be notified that, hey, in 30 minutes, I'm going to go live. I try to do that. And then I also try to plan out as much as I can. Obviously, life is crazy, and y'all know that, and y'all respect that. So big up everybody who does support the channel that way, because, look, it's tough. Anyone who makes content knows it's tough. We all go through moments and ebbs and flows where we're like, yo, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not good at this. Maybe the people don't want to tune in to listen to fucking Jacob in Texas talk about Tottenham Hotspur. But guess what? Over 75 of y'all here right now listening to me talk about it. So I appreciate you. Big up. Again, we all love the same beautiful sport. No matter our allegiances, showing support to others goes a long way. And that's all I'm about. I always let the love be louder than the hate. That's just my motto. There's a lot of hate, but there's also a lot of love. And it's all up to you on how you decide to look at it. I would love to look at the sense of everyone loves each other. That's just not real, but alas. Didn't mean to go down a tangent, but that's what you kind of get here as well on the channel. We are over an hour, so big up to everybody who is still rocking with us. I do have some tweets and stuff I want to look at and bring up, but obviously these are interactive shows when I do them by myself and there's no panel or guest, so Keep getting your comments in. And again, big shout out to Futility. Double time shout out to Futility for 2 big donations to the channel. And then again, shout out Ugly Fish for always being here lately and also donating to the channel. So big up all, well, I was going to say all 3 of y'all. It's 3 super chats, but big up both of y'all for supporting the channel with that. Thank you very much. Let me see where I was in the... Soccer's older brother says it was a disgusting challenge. Look, if Soccer's older brother even says it was dirty, maybe we do need to review it. Maybe we do need to look at things. I don't think it makes anyone feel better, but Richie will be back mid-December. Ash, big up, my good friend Ash out in India. The contingent, this may be overstepping a little bit, but Ash, I'm calling you the contingent of United Spurs of America out there in India. So you're holding it down for us. I love this because I don't think you meant it as a joke, but it's actually funny to me because it doesn't make anyone feel better except maybe Richarlison. But hey, I like it. See, you're digging. You're trying to find, hey, where's the little positive granulars we can find in this? And it's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. We will find it. But Ash, our contingent of United Spurs of America out there in India, thank you so much for always being here and supporting it. 90-second VAR review limit. That sounds good. That sounds like a lot of time. Enough time for them to figure it out. You know what I mean? I just don't want the game stopped for long because the longer they do this, you're going to have the corporations like, this is a good time you could put my commercial right there. This is a good time you could advertise this there. And they're going to start getting creative, y'all, and watch. Anyone listening right now, what day is it? Tuesday, November 28th, 2003, and maybe 29th for you out there in Australia, Belgium as well. Just know, I said it here. They're going to advertise shit during VAR reviews. The more that they keep, it just seems like they're taking over more and more. Like the tide is ever rising with that. Big up Nate says there are talks of introducing sin bins. So 10 minutes with 10 men. You talking about like a, now that sounds like hockey. That sounds like hockey. What the hell is that? Ugly Fish says the more players that are fit by January, the less likely we are to buy. Well, we've got Madison out till the new year. We've got Van. Oh, look at that. We've got. Oh, there it goes again. Wait, if I do. What did I do? Oh, I did this and then the balloons came up. Balloons. Yeah, look at that. Shout out Paul Beatty. I don't see you doing that with your production. I know you got the whole fancy green screen and fancy mic and a fancy camera, but can you do this? Yeah, thank you for not making me look like a fool. Judging by Richie's Insta, the last thing he is thinking about is turning around his Spurs career. I don't know what he's doing over there. But the pubis thing out of nowhere, what were you doing? What were you doing? What happened to your pubis, my friend? Manny, hey Manny, Toronto Maple Leafs, big up Manny. How you doing? Good to see you. Bob Down Under, Bob from Down Under. Hi Jacob, I've seen the Spurs have the most number of yellow cards against this season, 56% higher than last season. An effective Ainge ball with everyone chasing us. Interesting. Maybe. Who knows? I think it's because they see us high flying and they wish that they could get a hold of us. They just want to grab us and touch us and really try and hold us back. That's what I think it is. I've come to the conclusion VAR is totally fucked. Get rid of it, except for goals. They changed the offside rule because the line is moving all the time. Better to use a hockey line scenario. Interesting, Howie. That would change the whole dynamic of the game, I would be afraid of, though. Brazil seems to be his focus, says Woodsy Reacts. Maybe. I don't know. I can't claim what another man's focus is entirely. He's his own being. Kang-in Lee was the only bright spot for PSG tonight. Oh, what about Dembele? He kicked a hand and it hit the dude's armpit, and they gave him a penalty for that. So he might be pretty proud of himself. VAR is like tennis or rugby. Player or captain has limited number of objections. Call in VAR. Otherwise, let the ref. That's kind of nice. Let the ref call it all, and if you're so upset about it, here's one of the VAR calls. Brr. hey, phone a friend who wants to be a millionaire type vibe. I fuck with it, Bonnie, however I say your name. Huang is injury prone. Kangin is a jewel, but Enrique loves him. Doubt he will let him leave. He literally just signed him this summer, so there's no way he's leaving. Right? There's no way he's leaving. Flat Cat Pete. Big up, Flat Cat Pete. What about a sin bin? Big up, good stream. Doing my own stream right now. Give this man a like and subscribe. Big up, Flat Cat Pete. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck on your own team. Your own team too. You typed it here. Yeah, it went across all three. Sorry about that over there on the Twitch. Big up those of you on the Twitch. I only have like 40 people that tune in on the Twitch over there, but big up all single one of yous. Future music. No, you cannot stop the game for any reason apart from injury. Fluidity is key. Cricket is a stop-start game. Nothing like football. Big up future music. I just don't want to see the gameplay stop, personally. I hate it. Pasta Coglu is a zaddy. Oh, Zam zaddy. I'll fight any gooner who thinks Vampire Farteta is hotter. Big up Ash, going to war for our man Ange Postecoglou. I wish I could whip out that victory kangaroo. I'm looking at him in the eyes right now. I wish I could whip out the victory kangaroo, but unfortunately, I cannot. Indian Gooner says, these Australians do know how to win. In Cricket World Cup recently, they broke the hearts of 1.5 billion Indians in the final. Hello, mate. That's what I want to say about that. I think Udogi is top 3 for most fouls made. I think he's top 3 for biggest, baddest motherfuckers in the world right now. But hey, who's keeping count, Foxy? Igor. Big up, Igor. Sup, Jacob? Funny how some rival fans coming on here when we go through a shit show, but when we're flying, they were nowhere to be seen. To be fair to some of the rival fans who are here right now, they've been here yesterday. They were here a few times. But yeah, you know, when we're winning, it's more Spurs fans in here than rival fans. But hey, at least they're here. Some Spurs fans, when we're losing, don't even want to be here. At least they're here, is what I would say. You know, a teacher would rather say we have a full class rather than I have half a class. That's not really a good analogy. That's actually one of my worst ones live. So apologies on that. Bader. Hey, big up, Bader. Congrats on 3K. Big up, my friend. Thank you so much. You know, it's funny that we were doing the whole congrats on 3K yesterday during the show. And then as I was saying that, like 3 people unsubbed. So that way I went down to 2,999. I was like, oh, you bastards. But it was funny. So again, shout out to people who, that was a good one. Because we've been accepting, we are getting penalized more and more. It's not about past, it's about future. Make more noise for the future. Big up Sue B. Looked worse than Romero's challenge. Big up Bonnie. Exactly, it did, but don't worry. Only one they'll talk about is Cuti Romero because he's such a beast, because he's the man that they all wish that they had. That's presumptuous, but you know, hey, we are what we are. Look at Hill's case. Villa guy smacked Hill's head with his elbow and he didn't even get a yellow, and that was right in front of the post. Sue, not only that, but even before he took the elbow to the face, there's a guy smacking the ball with his hand. There's 2 instances, but I'm not here to talk about those. It's okay. We got to move on. It's an L. Let's hold that. We got to keep pushing forward. I got to keep the energy the same, Sue. I don't want to, like, I agree, but I just don't like harping on it because it's done, it's dusted. I'm already thinking about City. I was watching games today thinking about City. I'm watching City thinking about City's titties. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see what they're going to do, and they're scary. What I saw today was scary. They dismantled Leipzig in the second half. Jesus. I hope they don't do that to us. But if we could go out there, give it a fight, and we get that draw, ooh, it's going to be the most delicate. Imagine we go to cities and we take a point. Imagine we go to the Emirates and we take a point. I can imagine that. I would love to see it. And big up Chang, my buddy Chang out there. Yeah, I still got it right here, my friend. What you sent me. Still got it. Big up gifting 5 United Spurs of America memberships. Big up Chang. Appreciate that. Let's see who got those memberships. Nick Brown, congratulations. Welcome to the family. Ellie, just a girl loves Spurs. Happy birthday, Ellie. It is her birthday. She is the queen of North London. So dubs in the chat right now for Chang and dubs for Ellie because it is her birthday. She is Tottenham's very own, Tottenham women's very own Ellie. All right. She played for Tottenham women. She's the queen of North London. And if you don't believe me, Go check North London. The streets say, happy birthday, Ellie. So, Ellie, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope you're having a great time with your family. Someone who has supported this channel in its infant stages. So, Ellie is a goat. Very glad to see on her birthday she got gifted a membership. George gifted a membership as well. Donovan gifted a membership, and Spurs GCTV. Big up. Y'all have all been gifted a membership. This is like Oprah Winfrey show up in here. And you get a membership. And you get a membership. But big up Chang. Didn't even say anything in the chat, I don't think. He just pops up, drops it, and then leaves. But big up. Big up indeed. Let's see where I was in the chat. Thank you so much, Chang. Over 80 of y'all in the house. Make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much to everyone who is here. And to those of you, big up Chang, big up Futility, and Ugly Fish for y'all's financial donations to me and my family. And this, the holiday season, it means a lot, man. Because guess what? I could use this YouTube money. I could get, guess what? I can get my daughter, my unborn daughter, a Spurs shirt. I'm going to get my son a new Spurs shirt. It's going to be a good Christmas. And that's because people like y'all donating money to the channel, to what I'm doing here. And also, I can take it back to my wife and say, look, I did do something when I was gone for all those hours, screaming and sweating in another room with Chewy. It was worth it, you know. So big up everybody who does. Look, money's tight these days, and y'all dropping any amount of money here on the channel, that's above and beyond the call of booty. So thank you. The call of booty, as you know, just hit a like, hit a subscribe, vote in the poll, and partake in the chat if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. Big up Chang, membership chat. Let me see. Let me pull that up. I did just see that. Hang on. Member for 2 months says, the gift you received, it's nothing compared to your Xmas present. Uh-oh. Santa Claus coming to town. Chang, what you doing? You going to bless me with some? Oh, my goodness. First of all, major dubs in the chat for Chang. Member for 2 months. But I would say he's been a member for longer. He's absolutely spoiled me. He's already gonna spoil my unborn daughter. He's spoiled the people in the chat. Look, this is what you get here. You tune in, you may get a membership, because Chang, Santa Claus this time around. Chang, first and foremost, thank you so much for everything you do for me and the channel and my family. So thank you, Chang. Hope you're doing well. Too blessed to be stressed out there. And happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday morning for you, I believe. So good morning, sir. And thank you so much for everything that you do over here. Thank you. Let's see, where was I in the chat before Chang over here spoiling me before Christmas? Question, will Levy dig a little deeper this January? I hope so. I would like to see. Now, last January, we got one. We got Pedro Porro. January before that, we got Bentancur and we got Kulusevski. And then the one before that, I think, was another 2 players. It was... Who the fuck was it? I don't even remember who it was. I don't even think we did. Did we? Maybe one? I don't remember now. But I think I heard somebody say that on average, we get 1 to 2 players in January. I would like to see, let's get 3. Let's get 4. But let's make them quality signings. And if they're not going to be quality signings, then let's just keep it pushing. Let's get Santiago Jimenez. Sounds like we could get him decently. Jeremy Frimpong has a $40 million release clause that I found out today. Jeremy Frimpong, you may know him. You may not. But if you do know him, you know he's a fucking baller. This is a guy that we absolutely got to go for. Hang on. Let me share it with you. Leverkusen expect him to leave the club in 2024. The 22-year-old is also very keen on a transfer. He has a release clause of $40 million in the summer. Go get Jeremy Frimpong right now. He can play everywhere. He's a right wing back for Bayer Leverkusen. But he can play right back, he can play right wing. This is a guy who elevated Moussa Diaby to the extent in which he was. This guy's absolutely incredible. Versatile. I've been an admirer of his for 2-3 seasons now. Get this kid. He's so... I think it's about 2, not 3. 2. Last year and the year before is when I first heard of him. Shout out Danny Kiriakou. I remember being like, you ever heard of Jeremy Frimpong? When we were looking for a right back and we were trying to replace him when we had Emerson Royale, I said, go get Jeremy Frimpong. Go get Jeremy Frimpong right now. Go get him right now. 40 mil. Cheaper than Brennan Johnson. As expensive as Kulusevski. And I think he's better than both of them. I really do think he's better than both of them. Go get Jeremy Frimpong right now. Go do it. Tottenham Hotspur, if you're listening, go get Jeremy Frimpong right now. Ellie, happy birthday. Matty Cash is a hooligan and should have walked, but the ref was too weak. But not only for this decision, but most of the match, Villa were using some dirty tactics, falling down all the bloody time. Yeah, again, fuck them. We got to move on. Like, we just got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? We can't be sitting here worried about, like, I'm getting over it. You know what I mean? Personally, for me, because this shit's always going to happen. It happens to other people. It happens to us. And it always feels like this atrocity has happened to us. And I sympathize with it because I feel it. But at the same time, I'm just like, that don't do me no good at the end of the day, being upset about it. And especially whenever I like to throw mud at other people when it happens to them. So that's just me, though. Big up Dry Roast Peanut. Says you're also a great man. Thank you. You're a great peanut. I love your name. Dry Roast Peanut. Foxy says, this is a Toon fan. I don't know why, Foxy. I thought you were a Spurs fan. And then when you said we and it wasn't about Spurs, I was like, who are they a fan of? But it says Ainge has done well so far. If I said start of the season, Spurs will be 5th after 13 games, I'm sure every Spurs fan would take it. Just don't put too much pressure on him with unrealistic expectations. This is absolutely spot fucking on from a rival fan. And Spurs fans have already begun with all this pressure and all this shit on them. But you know what? I will say this. I love Ange Postecoglou. I think what he's done in 13 games, even though we've had 3 L's, is still a transformative outlook and feeling on my club in such a short amount of time. The man's been here for how long? And he already got me feeling so positive about things that can happen, things that could come. Pause. But I'm really excited for that. Really excited for what is to happen. Ozan says, I listen to you because your voice sounds like Howard Stern. That guy's a GOAT in the radio world. So honestly, to be compared to him in any facet, while it may be disrespectful to him, I'm taking it as a big ass compliment. So thank you. Hey yo, that was a quick ayo. You've just got a new follower on Twitch. Big up Gooner Gathering over there on Twitch as well. Hey, the Twitch is popping. Look, there's like 2 people watching on the Twitch. Big up. Drunk Vigo, you're absolutely lying. You absolute fraud. Ellie says, you are well worth listening to, Jacob, and all the haters, well, they can hate. So they can be our mate. Big up, Ellie. So they won't be our mate. Hey, look, Ellie, happy birthday. You don't have to correct yourself ever. The Queen of North London. She is family to the channel. Big up Tracy MUFC says, big up Jacob, love your content. Big up Tracy, Manchester United fan. Here supporting a Tottenham Hotspur fan. Big up yourself right now. Thank you so much. Yeah, Richie being back in December is as good because we can sell him in January. And apparently he's linked with Saudi, if you didn't know. Richarlison is linked with a Saudi move in January. I'll take it. But we got to get someone in. Give me Santiago Jimenez. Now, I know a lot. Look, I'm just going to say something real quick. And I know some people don't care about this, but I'm not yet online playing my career manager mode where I am Ange Postecoglou, but I've offline started my own career mode to play for myself. And as Ange Postecoglou, I have sold Kulusevski, and I got Samuel Chukwueze, and he just scored today for Milan as well, Samuel Chukwueze. I wanted him in the summer, and then he went to Milan, so got to say bye to him. But I did get him, and I always trade Richarlison for Darwin Núñez. Liverpool seemed to like that. Like for the past 2 game years, Liverpool just, hey, here's Richarlison, give me Darwin Núñez, swap for swap. They always they accept it. It's officially not my birthday anymore. 10 minutes past the hour, but it's still in the USA. Ellie, we'll keep celebrating your birthday here in the USA. Don't you worry. Where are those pop-ups coming from? It's like augmented reality. We've got one. Oh, look at that. And if I do this. do this. Motherfucker. All right, the balloons don't want to work. They don't always want to work. They make me look foolish. Sorry, Jacob. Kuva already mentioned VAR advertising some time ago. Did he mention it on this channel? Because I'm going to go back and clip that, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Ryan Gloria. Big up. I've heard of this talk of sin bins happening in grassroots level in the UK. Could happen in the Prem. Could be interesting. I don't know, though. That's kind of changing the... that changes how the game's played. I don't necessarily think we need to change how the game's played. I don't know. Just my initial thoughts. I think it's time some of the scums out of the game, and I'm talking about the cynical bastards whose intention is to take the opposite out. Shout out Maddie CryptoCoin. It wasn't long ago that a lot of Spurs fans were ragging Arsenal and Liverpool fans for complaining about VAR. How the worm has turned. Look, that's why I said I want to keep my energy the same. I don't want to bag on VAR too much, because everyone who did before, I'm like, shut up. Take that one. So that's how I'm saying it. We got to hold that L. Gio says, do you think the same back four will be used against City? I think it's the best that we have at this option right now, Gio Rea. I think if you watch the prediction show, I believe with Paul Beatty from Hotspur Hippie, I did predict Emerson Royale as a right center back alongside with Davies. I don't see a world in which Dorrington is ready, because if he was, I think he would have got some minutes, at least a little bit. Same thing with Donnelly. I don't know. But the same back four, I'm thinking yes, which scares me, because Emerson Royale is going to be out in space with Jeremy Doku, and I'm afraid of that. But you know what? I don't want to say our boy's going to get rinsed just because I think he will. Come on, Emerson Royale. We need a masterclass from the Brazil's starting number 2. Big up, Wilton. Don't worry about missing it live. You can always watch on playback, which good time to say big up to any of you watching this on playback almost an hour and a half in. You're a goat. Big up yourself right now. Thank you. Make sure you're hitting the like. Look, yesterday's video got over 100 likes, even though I ended the show with like 60. So that's still a good amount of people watching this back on playback, hitting that like. So thank you very much to every single one of you. Big up, Ryman's son. How you doing? A man bun will cheer you up, bro. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Ignore the haters, Jacob. I know Ainge will turn us around. Which team has their entire first 11 out? It's not our entire first 11. It's just like 8. A good chunk of our first 11. How about that? Villa plays clean. Shut up, drunk. You lying to yourself right now. Big up Chang again for the dono. Sklarsh with the dub. Big up Sklarsh, Sklarsh, Sklarsh. Love that name. Such a simple, great name. The best was when Tom Cruise was on Oprah. I think he was on drugs when he was on Oprah, personally. Happy birthday, Ellie. Yes, happy birthday, Ellie. Yo, I just see someone said subscribe from Denton, Texas. Jeff Merrill. Real quick, Jeff. My wife and I met in Denton. We used to live in Denton, North Texas. Shout out, North Texas. Fly, Eagle. Wait, not Fly, Eagle, Fly. Go Mean Green. I did get accepted to UNT. However, I had started working for the Dallas Cowboys, Time Warner Cable, and CBS 11 at the time, so I didn't actually attend UNT, but my wife graduated there. She graduated from UTEP, then she also graduated from UNT, and that is where we met. I love Denton, Texas. Probably one of my favorite places to go. When my friends first started going to college in Denton, was one of my favorite little towns. So we used to live right there across the street from TWU, to Texas Women's University. So big up, Jeff Merrill. Subscribe from Denton, Texas. Love to see when people subscribe from places that I know and I've lived. Love that place. Used to live off a street called Coronado. Can you get Spurs shirts in newborn baby sizes? They're like onesies. They're like with the little button on the bottom. So you can get those. I remember getting them for my son anyway on Amazon, I think. I think it would be funny if the Spurs baby onesie would say Eric Diarrhea on the back. I would never do that to any child. That's actually child abuse to give them anything, Eric Dyer, memorabilia-wise. Oh, you're talking about Frimpong. Size, speed, skills. He's got it all. Wilton says, Jacob, I'm all for new players in January, but I want to know if Ainge is signing, not anyone else's. Too many false downs. Wilton, what I've said about this, at least yesterday, what I will say about this, Wilton, Ainge Postecoglou already came out and said, every signing that we sign, I've greenlit. So if we sign a guy, I've said yes to it. So I think that he essentially put away any doubts, anything that we as content creators and fans could be like, well, is this an Ainge signing? I know it was a hot topic with Conte. Was Conte back? Is this a Conte signing? Is this a Levy signing? Is this a club signing? The cheap option. They said Vicario was this cheap option, right? They say all type of things. They said Van de Veen was a cheap option. We didn't want to spend 50 on Tapsoba, so we spent less for Van de Veen. Look, they're going to say what they all want to say, but as long as Ainge signs off on them, that's all I really care about. Get Ainge on board, get Ainge players, and then let's see what we can fucking do. Maybe shock the whole world. Who knows? Wait, did I miss something from Eagle MMA? I think I missed something because I was scrolling. How is Chewy doing today? He's doing good. Sleeping. And he got some egg. I gave him, well, technically some of my egg this morning fell down on the floor and he got to eat some. In America, are there more Spurs fans or Man City fans? At this juncture, I think the kids will probably all be Man City fans because that's who's winning and that's what all the fucking kids do. Bunch of bandwagon children. But for me, I only know Spurs fans. Shout out all the Spurs fans. They're the coolest. Let's see where I was. I'm fairly new. Subscription and membership, Bonnie. So on YouTube, it is free. Costs you absolutely nothing if you hit subscribe. What that does is that just helps the subscriber counts, helps the algorithm. It'll show you my shows whenever I go live, and hitting a like. So if you hit a like and a subscription, it's free, costs nothing. Unless you're on Twitch, but I don't even think I'm eligible for subscriptions on Twitch because no one fucking watches on Twitch. But on YouTube, the membership is a monthly thing. So it's like the cheapest option is like $1.99 to be a member, $1.99 a month. Which anyone who does sign up for that, disclaimer, I do think it auto enrolls you to pay for the month. So if you just wanted 1 month, make sure you do tell it afterwards, like cancel. Or else I think it auto updates, and I don't want anyone getting fucked out of money that they didn't want to spend. So, but yeah, subscription's free, membership's paying, just like he said. Costs absolutely nothing to subscribe. Membership does cost money though, but you don't have to do that. You can just hit a like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. It helps the channel as well. Just doesn't put money in my pocket, but that's okay because helping the channel grow, you can't put a value on that. Big up, Deshaun. Cash ruined Doherty's season. He might be a decent footballer, but he's dangerous in the same way an illegal bear trap is dangerous. The guy needs therapy. I want to shave his head and give him to authorities. That's what I think needs to happen. Howard Stern's not better looking than me. You absolute fraud, Drunk Vigo. Hope Ellie had a great birthday. Everyone, yeah, big up Ellie. 69 likes. Very nice. Oh, I see 78. Big up. 78 likes. Shout out every single one of you. Ashton Mills. Big up Ashton. How long before Newcastle becomes a bigger club than Spurs? A trophy this season? One trophy doesn't necessarily change or alter all of history, but I would say this much, Ashton. No. How long? Let's say 10, 15 years. There you go. I actually don't see Richarlison leaving Spurs. I hope you're wrong there, Gooner Gathering. Jacob, lots of chat about Jota. What do you think? Look, Howie, I've always said I'm not going to claim that I watched Celtic when I didn't. I watched one game of Celtic, and I can't even tell you that I was looking for Jota. I was just like, what are they setting up like? Because we're about to sign Ainge Postecoglou. So I've seen one Celtic game. I don't know much about Jota. All I know is what people have told me and what I've read, and it sounds like he can play a position in which we are so much lacking. And he knows Ainge Postecoglou's system, all intents and purposes, and we don't have to spend any money because it would just be a loan. By all intents and purposes, I would not be upset with getting him in. But so the business-wise, I'm all for it. As far as the player, I have no idea of vouching for him. I I mean, I guess I could go back and look at fucking comps and look at his stats and try and watch whatever games with his that I can. But really, the thing is, why not? It's a loan, so we would just have to pay his salary, which is an absorbent amount of fee. But I'm sure we could get Al Ittihad to go to like 50, 60, something like that %. We could surely share the sugar like that because they don't even want him. He's played 5 games for him, and they've played like 30-some games, so it doesn't even matter. They don't want him. We'll take him on and get some of his wage. Do a 6-month loan with an option maybe to pick up. Let's see. What I would like a lot, I think there's a few positives from that I like, is because, first of all, it's likely that we would do it because it would not cost us money. Secondly, Ainge Postecoglou knows him. So if we do it, I'd be happy about it because obviously Ainge wants him and sees how he can fit in this system somehow. And then secondly would be because the player, I would feel like, or thirdly, the player would feel like, yeah, I can come in there and do something because I've done stuff under this manager and we won shit together, so that he could come in and help be some kind of supplemental role. I think it's good business, low risk. Why the fuck not? We need the numbers, man. I'll take him. I don't know much about him. He looks like George Michael. I like his mullet haircut. I like the mustache. Get him in. Derek says, I can't see Richarlison wanting to go to Saudi. The Saudi league is for the fading or the greedy, and I don't think Richarlison is either of those. I don't think he is either. Richarlison, little known fact, he donates 30% of every weekly paycheck to this charity thing that he started in his hometown in Brazil. So he's an absolutely, not philanthropist, but he's generous with his money, and he gives back. So he's not greedy. You are right, Derek. You are right. Fading, I guess some people might say he's already fading. I don't know. I don't think he's fading. He's still kind of young. Brazil's number 9. There's still something that could happen there. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good point, though, Derek. I don't think he's greedy. I think as a human, Richarlison is the kind of human that Ainge Postecoglou would like at the club. Anyway. I think something happens if you make a heart symbol with your hands. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Bang. So I'm kind of fucking up the heart, though. Come on. Hit me with some hearts. That was kind of cool. Kind of distracting. Not really good for my ADHD. No VAR ad break in the UK yet. Not yet. Not yet. Kuva did mention VAR advertising on this channel, so clip that. Hey, I will. I'm going to go back and have to look at that because I agree. Hey, big up to whoever smashed the hearts. I see you hitting them hearts in the chat right now, you beautiful bastard. Keep hitting them hearts. Jimmy Nipples is here. VAR sucks. Nothing to do with who we support. It's changing the game. And sin bins, it's not football. Kuva is right. VAR ad breaks coming soon. I don't want sin bins because I think that, yeah, it kind of changes the whole way the game's played, and it could change like a lot of aspects in that sense. Don't worry, Doku is all samba and Joko Bonita, but no end product. I hope so. He's gonna cook. He's gonna cook whoever's out there. Even if Pedro Porro's helping, I don't have much faith in Pedro Porro going against him. So subscribe from Denton, Texas. Big up Jeff Merrill out there in my home city. January wish list is Kelly, Jota on loan, and Jimenez. I'll take Kelly. If Ainge wants Kelly, and clearly he's got something that Ainge likes in him, so I'll take Kelly as well. I'll take Santiago Jimenez as well. I think he's confirmed to be going down to Europa, so no more Champions League. So maybe he's like, okay, I'm fine with leaving to go play for Ainge. I'll take Santiago Jimenez, Jota, and Kelly, absolutely. Add one more in there for posterity's sake. Maybe a left back. We need a left back. Sorry if my comment baffled you, but I think Sinbin will take some of the dirty player out for a period where the opponent are dominant. I just think that it changes the way the game is played, and I don't want to see anyone change it because that's why I love it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the coconuts shake out the tree eventually. Have y'all been to Albuquerque, New Mexico? Yes, I have, Ozan. It's about 6 hours away from where I'm at now. Close. Las Cruces is very close to me as well. Denton, Texas, the home of my favorite band, Snarky Puppy. Big up Howie. You know what else Denton, Texas is home of? Bonnie and Clyde. That's where they used to rob banks in Denton, Texas, and then when they fled, that's where they fled to. So fun little fact there. I'll be in Texas next summer to watch Copa America games. Hope the tickets are not stupid expensive. They will be, especially depending whatever stadium you go to. They will be expensive. But look to do the Mexico ones. Mexico's got some beautiful stadiums that they'll be doing. I'm going to be trying to go to Monterrey, personally. Big up. Manchester City. I read an article maybe 20 years back said Spurs had the biggest fan base in USA, but that was then. We do have the most official supporters clubs. That is official. I always smash the like. Big up Drunk Vigo. And I'm Jacob's biggest hater. Look, my biggest hater comes here, talks shit, hits the like, continues talking shit. So, there you go. Big up Ian Ferguson, Cincinnati Brethren, says evening all, beyond annoyed with Hot Rod's injury, but we keep on keeping on. I keep telling myself it's a project, but when it rains, it pours. Big up Ian Ferguson. That's the same mentality. We just got to keep moving. You know what I mean? We can't change. Can't change what happened, man. His ligament got torn. Cash is a motherfucker. I'll say that much. Newcastle should have stopped Man United from winning the Carabao Cup last year. I'm thinking you're talking about. Just curious how the Carabao is going to shake out this year. Cash should be on Robben Island if it's still available. I don't know what Robben Island is. In regards to Jota, Ryan Gloria says, let's try it if it's on loan. Craig says Jota will tear it up in the Prem. Okay. Someone who maybe seen Jota. Okay, here we go. Jota is a decent option on loan. He'll add more goals to the team, says Foxy. Big up. Again, I haven't watched a whole lot of Jota, so I don't know. No risk at all. Absolutely no risk. I'd take Jota, says Nick Brown. We don't have many options. Ain't that the fucking truth? Will McDonald says we should sign Cash and play him only in the North London Derby. I would hate for Cash to get money from Tottenham Hotspur. I want him to get cleats from Tottenham Hotspur. I want him to get studs, as you would say in the UK. I want him to get those. I don't want him to get money from us. 30%. Yo, that's so good. The rest of the players should take note. What? Maybe it's something I was talking about, but I forget things easily. It might be because of the charity. Oh, that he gives 30% of his charity. That's what it is. Thank you. Yes. It might be because of the charity that he'd consider it. He could do a lot with Saudi money. Ooh, hey, steady as shark. First of all, big up. Second of all, really good point there. Kind of shaking the bananas out. Let's see what can fall. I like it. Maybe we can get a cheeky little 50 mil for him, maybe. Richarlison spent too much time doing the pigeon strut. Maybe that's what hurt his pubis. Yeah, I saw that. Richie does a lot of good work for people in need. Nice bloke, just not good enough. Yeah, I think that's it. It's kind of like Oliver Skip, right? He's a good bloke. You want him to do well. He sounds like a good guy. Seems like he's got a decent head on his shoulders. It's just not good enough. It's not your level, man. Swimmaster, big up Swimmaster. I'm gutted if the Bentancur is out for 2.5 months. If it's true, it is true. It's been confirmed. I was only on a stream this afternoon, and it was said confirmed only a bruised ankle and likely back against City. Which source gave the latest? I have it right here for you. Fabrizio Romano's tweeted it. Wait, that's not the tweet. Hang on. Swimmaster, I do have the tweet, I swear. Just hang on. Those are injury updates. So here's Fabrizio Romano. Says Bentancur set to be out till at least February after he tore his ankle. That is, a ligament in his ankle has been torn. 2 months and / 2 months and a half is the expectation for his recovery. So it puts him about February. He was his first game in the starting 11 after spending 8 months sidelined due to that knee injury. And now he's going to be sidelined even further, 2.5 months, because of the ankle injury. Very upsetting news. Disappointing stuff. AKA fuck Matty Cash, always and forever. I believe Jota had very good stats when he was playing for Celtic. Signing him on loan equals no downside. Big up Derek Smith. I agree. Less VAR breaks and more Romero kissing on his mama photo breaks. Am I right? I mean, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. When you are right, you are right. When you are right, you are right. And one last time, I love him. Look at that guy. You can't be mad at him. I don't care what no one says. Y'all can't change the way I feel about Cuti Romero. Kelly Clarkson. She's actually from Mansfield or Grapevine or Mansfield. And Selena Gomez is from Grapevine as well. Look, the DFW is flooded with talent. Yours truly came from there, amongst others. But yeah, Kelly Clarkson, Selena Gomez, a little bit bigger. They also came from the same area. Foxy says, what I would say as much as if we look at the Saudi as a joke league, they have the World Cup 2030, so they will be putting more and more money into that league over the next 7 years at least. It sounds like they're not going to stop with their financial backing, and that's what actually makes them a lucrative league to actually look forward to. Only issue with Jota is he went to Saudi for cash, mercenary. I don't think it makes him a mercenary. Bro, if Saudi offered me right now, you come do this podcast in Saudi soil, and we'll fucking take care of your grandkids, shit. Okay, I'll do it. At least for a little bit, you know. At least for a little bit. Wish Michael a happy holidays for us. I will indeed. He did text me earlier. I was texting him about Cuti Romero's Ultimate Team card, that the SBC, so I was telling him about that. But I'll make sure to say the chat misses you and wants you to come back and wish you happy holidays. Ozan says, I'm going to try to go to the Copa America opener here in Atlanta at the Benz. Hey, that is arguably one of the best fucking stadiums in the country. I love Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I absolutely adore it. What a beautiful place it is. Only second to AT&T Stadium, but that's because I'm biased. Jacob, do you live near Judge Mo? Houston is not near me. Houston is 6 hours south of Dallas, and El Paso is 10 hours west of Dallas. So I don't know how long it would take me to get to Houston, but it'd be a fucking long time. Because I don't, there's no like straight route there. I'd have to go Dallas and then down, or go all the way down and then back up. I don't know how. Never thought about it, but it would take a long time. It would take a long, long time. Mexico have some great stadiums. Azteca is elite. Absolutely. Again, I want to go to the one in Monterrey because if you look out, you can see. You look out, you can see a beautiful mountain. Who don't want to see a beautiful fucking mountain? Out the side of their stadium, man. Tottenham have joined the race to sign Nice defender Jean-Claire Todibo. Did I bookmark that? Oh, I bookmarked this. I bookmarked that. I did bookmark that. I'll just let that play for y'all down there. There you go. Cuti Romero. The tweet is absolutely funny. It says, dude casually dropping this in the middle of all our chaos. What an absolute stud. This is the defender, I believe, Teabag starts over William Dogsaliva for the national team in France. So isn't that kind of fun? Corvo, big up Corvo in the house. How you doing? Swim Master says, injuries roll on 2024, second half of the season. Get these injuries back. No new ones in a strong January window. Mr. Levy, please. Mr. Levy. Oliver Skip, the dishes. Not the best passer, Jacob. Big Spurs club here in Toronto. Big up Howie. Yes, there is a huge contingent of Toronto Spurs fans. Y'all meet somewhere. They called it the Tavern or something. I don't know. I have some people out there. Bobby K lives out in Toronto, so that's kind of fun. Even Levy can't stop our roller coaster. Ain't that true? Robben Island was the prison where Mandela was incarcerated. Good tours from Cape Town. Do a chopper flight if you can. Cape Town? Isn't that South Africa? That'll take me a lot to get out there. Qatar got the World Cup. Look at their league and their stadiums now dead. Sports washing at its finest. Shame on FIFA. Yeah, their game matches kind of look a little bit like a training session, or back when we did lockdown games. Kind of looks like that too. If they pay me, I'll start supporting a Saudi club. Look, I did hit up their Instagram and said, send me a Sam Maximin jersey and I'll support your club. And they never responded, bastards. I would totally sell out to Saudi. The Saudi league doesn't draw fans. Big problem for them. I thought they were supposed to have a big fan contingent or something. At least that's what I was made to believe. I don't know. Hey, big up Just a Harmless Potato. How you doing? Texas is so huge. Yeah, they did try to secede and become their own country at one point or another. Oh, yeah, real quick. I thought this was funny. So Callum Wilson, here you go. Callum Wilson, this is back September 27th, 2020. When Callum Wilson was asked about the handball that gave Newcastle United the late penalty versus Spurs, he says, quote, "It was absolutely marvelous for me. It's got me on the score sheet today. Long may it continue, to be honest." And here we are, 3 years and then some change afterwards. And you just got screwed by VAR, sir. So hold that, Callum. Hold that, Newcastle. Hold that every single time, you absolute wafflers. So I thought that was kind of fun. So I bookmarked that. But yeah, there's Kuti. I mean, how does everyone not like this guy? I don't get it, man. Anyway. Yeah, I do got something about Brendan Johnson there. Big up, Bajan Reds. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you in the house, as always. Your I don't know yesterday was wrong about... Oh, your ITK, not my IDK. Well, I guess he doesn't know. He only had 500 followers, so we all knew he was talking shit. Players that don't earn the top league's money still have to earn enough for a lifetime. Don't hate Jota for going to Saudi. I don't blame anybody for chasing the bag personally. Probably cheaper to fly from El Paso to anywhere else in Texas. It is close on the amount of gas and time, etc. Absolutely, it is very close. Plus, the time to earn money as a footballer is very limited. About 10 years. Yep, exactly. Jacob, the Toronto Spurs club is Scotland Yard. Yep, that is right. The Scotland Yard. I've heard that. That's where cash should be. The prison? You want to send cash to the prison. According to the rules, you can only host a World Cup if you have a national women team. Search Google about Qatar's women team. Interesting story. Interesting story indeed. Just a harmless potato. I'll have to look that up. Jacob, do you own a gun? What gun do you have? Shotgun? Just asking. I do own a gun. I don't mean to live into the stereotype of an American but I did buy a handgun, a 9mm to be specific, when I turned 18. I did. So don't be I'll tell you what, the only times that thing's been shot is when I took it to the gun range. Outside of that, I've never had to use it. But the idea of why I bought it was if someone breaks in, I'm going to go pat, pat, pat. And that's just that. But I've got one. Now that I have a daughter on the way, I very much do want a shotgun personally. Maybe a sawed-off or maybe just a auto pump. I don't know. Because I need, whenever she's older, I need the young men to know I will put fucking holes in your stomach if you hurt my daughter. So... But she hasn't been born yet, so I don't have to get one yet. I still got a few years till I got to go shotgun shopping. Yep, my hair will be gray. My hair will be gray very, very soon. I'd say the difference with Qatar and Saudi League is Al Hilal, most successful team in Asia. 3/4 of the team are well supported, but the rest of the teams have 65 fans combined. Yeah, I don't know enough about them. I did follow Al Ali a little bit just because Sam Maximin went there. I like Alan Sam Maximin personally. I like the kind of player he is. Big up DJ, how you doing? DJ's here. Is it true there is no government real estate in Texas? Everything is private. I don't know. I think they have. I don't know. I don't know. Damn, Bentancur, big loss for Spurs at the moment. DJ, it is a huge loss. And just when we thought we were going to try standing back up. Wilson didn't even play today. Leave him alone. Oh, Foxy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Foxy. I didn't think there'd be any Newcastle fans here today. But yeah, I did have to pull that. Poor Wilson. But hey, he liked it when y'all benefited from it. I just want to know how he feels now. Does he still like it? He said, long may it continue. The fraud. I do need more. It's okay. I also own a home protection shotgun when I bought my first house. See, exactly. Just a little bit of protection, you know. I don't have to use it. I always say it's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So that's how I feel. My concern about Jota is that when he was up for sale, yet Ainge passed. What? What do you mean, Nick? That Ainge didn't want him whenever he was up for sale? Is that what you mean? El Paso's not a dangerous place. That's a myth. The time that El Paso had that mass shooting that a lot of Americans remember was August 2nd, 2018, I believe. A man from Frisco, which is North Texas, drove 11 hours from North Dallas to El Paso to commit that crime. It wasn't a crime based in El Paso. It was an absolute piece of shit. So it's actually not that dangerous here. It's illegal to have a gun locked and loaded in your home. If someone breaks in, they ain't waiting for you to load up. It's a silly argument. Bro, I keep that thing loaded. I don't know what you mean. They're not going to come look into my house and be like, "Oh, here's a fine for having your gun loaded." No, I keep that thing. Keep the heat on, baby. You got to keep the heat on in the winter, you know? Yeah, it does take two. Look, I keep mine stored away from my son. That's all. I keep it away. My wife don't even know where it is. She says better that she don't know. Jacob, is a more fraudulent human being than Teabag, a.k.a. Theodore? Shout out TJ Warren TV. He is fraudulent. He's a good guy. Go subscribe to TJ Warren TV. But he is a fraud. Wilson was going through a difficult time in life back then. He had Steve Bruce as manager. Oh, Brucey. Poor Brucey. Try living in Australia. If someone breaks into your house, you got to defend yourself with a knife and a spatula. Is that why they said that's not a knife? This is a knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife. It's low. Exactly. Just keep the safety on. You know how quick it takes? Safety off. That's how quick it takes. Exactly. And be smart. Know what you're doing with it. That's all. Just be smart. Know what you're doing with it. TJ is definitely a fraud. Look, I'm going to wrap up the show. We're almost at 2 hours and we're talking about guns and shit. But hey, sometimes these can delve down there and we can talk about that. But let's see. Exactly, Deshaun Skyers. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. That's the motto. Which is the dangerous place in U.S. states? How many people are living there? I would say every large metropolitan city has varying levels of dangerousness. Atlanta, Dallas, I mean, name any big city, there's levels of dangerousness. Right now, I'd say Detroit and Chicago are up there with pretty dangerous, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got to ask someone out there. I don't know. Is that Crocodile Dundee? I think that was my attempt at Crocodile Dundee. Jacob, think you could have handled the cold? You think you could handle the cold weather in the UK? I personally prefer cold weather. I'm a very warm-bodied individual. I like the cold, personally. Same in Europe, we don't need guns. We got police force that you can trust. Well, in the States, we don't have a police force you can trust. Nope, not gonna talk about it live on air. DM me, I'll tell you how I feel about it. Don't be that dad, says Ash. My military dad was so scary, he ruined my dating life. Exactly, Ash. He did it for your own good. He did it because he's looking out for you. Your father loves you, and he wanted to make sure nobody hurts you. Shout out your dad. Shout out Mr. Ash. Senor Ash. Shout out being that guy. I know you didn't like it, Ash, but it's for the greater good. Now, my wife said don't be like that either. But her mother was a pain in her ass for her growing up. And you know what? She prevented my wife from doing all type of things. And I love her because of it. Shout out my suegra. Shout out your dad, Ash, doing what he needs to do to raise a woman in this world. This world is horrible, disgusting, vile, cruel, facetious, fake, all type of things. You got to protect yours. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect them. That's all he was doing. Shout out your dad. Anyway, I'm going to be ending the show. Yeah, you just got to know where to not go. Everywhere's got dangerous places. You just don't go to the wrong places, you know. Jacob, I'm anti-gun, not because of the weapon, but because people who can get their hands on it. I do agree. It shouldn't have been as easy. I turned 18. I didn't even have the money to buy the gun. I walked into Academy Sports and Outdoors, the right stuff, the right price. I went there. Sorry, that's their little jingle. I went there I just turned 18. I remember, no, I just turned 21 is what it was. I just turned 21. And they were like, oh, the guy at the counter was like, oh, if you can't afford this one, you could just finance it and we'll get you an Academy Sports and Outdoors credit card. Fine. I didn't pay a single dollar. And I walked out of there with the damn firearm. So yeah, I need to get that tightened up. Big up Flawless with Sarcasm City TV hitting us with the raid. Big up, my friend. Appreciate that. Anyone coming on over from Flawless and Sarcasm City TV, first of all, big up. Hit that like and subscribe. And then second of all, big up Flawless every single time. Keep positive, Spurs fans. The tide will turn again. Good night, all. 1 a.m. Big up, Swim Master. Good night. We will be ending very shortly. Obviously, the show did delve into a little bit of just me talking with the chat, y'all. I'm having a good time, honestly, when I get to chat with y'all. Because sometimes when I have another guest on, I just keep talking about Tottenham and whatever else I go on. Big up Cursor as well. Cursor, how you doing? My padrastro is ex-army, so I got some training. Your dad is okay, big up. Jeff Note Taker. What the hell is that? Smash the likes. Big up Chelsea Blue and Blue. Carl Williams on the comeback. I don't know who that is. My name is Flawless Mr. Take Note. Okay. You're spamming, so please don't spam. Okay. You're spamming. Yep. I'm going to go ahead. We're just going to put you in a little bit of a timeout there, buddy. It was a lot. That was a lot. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, man, I get it. Your name is Flawless, Mr. Take Note. You have his photo as your face. I get it. Funny. You don't got to spam it, though. Big up Andy, Sarcasm City TV. Big up Jacob. Big up everyone coming on over from there. Do hit that like. We are 1 like from 100. That'd be pretty sick. We hit 100 on the live stream. Ange Fall. What are you saying to me, FJTV? Ange is El Padrino. Big up Stefan. Stefan coming in here with a come on, you Spurs. United 4 in a row of America. What are you saying to me? Come on. You're not playing nice now. You're not playing nice now. We're not taking 4 L's. Lex, look, I said this last week before the Villa thing. I said, Ainge Postecoglou will not allow us to take 4 L's in a row. I know it and I feel it. So that is why I say we will get the draw versus City. Yes. You heard me right. I'm saying we're going to get the draw versus Manchester City. You want to know why? Because why the fuck not? You want to know why? What's the context? What is this based on? I'm going to say this. It's based on the fact. Yo, is that you, Flawless? Let me I think this is the first time Flawless has actually ever chatted in the chat. I'm going to make him a moderator real quick. There you go, Flawless. You should be a mod now. That way ain't no fakes. That way there ain't no fakes. Lex, big up. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe if you're new. Appreciate everyone coming on over from Sarcasm City TV as well. Kingsman says, season is done now, been shot twice. It's not over. It's not over. Yet, anyway. It's just 3. Just 3. Big up Drunk Vigo. Yeah, man, I'm nice. Hey, this Jeff Note Taker, I just think he came to the chat, was super excited and wanted people to know he was here. And hey, man, the only reason I timed him out was because he was spamming. But hey, big up. Any footy streams on after? I don't know. But hey, Flawless, Surfer, TJ, if y'all are down, get down with the get down. Talk to me. Let's do that. Because I will be absolutely be down for that. Chewy, what are you doing? Can you cut that out, Chewy? Let me see here. Yeah, there's no one else is live right now either, so I don't see anyone live. Lex says 4-1 City. Okay. Hey, there it is. There's your 100. Season is done now. We shoot the horse. Why do you want to shoot the horse, man? Let the horse live. Dyer in midfield next match. No way, DJ. And no way. No. I'm thinking Basuma because we got Basuma coming back. I'm thinking Lo Celso and either Højbjerg or if Sar can start, then Papa Matasar. Let's see. Fake accounts. That the most supreme form of flattery is imitation. Isn't that what they say? Okay. Surfer's crying about modding. Here you go. There you go, Surfer. I'll mod you. You were here. You said congrats on the 3K, and you know what? You all right. You all right, even though you're a fraud. A draw. Yes, Lexi, a draw. Dude, when is the nightmare of injuries going to end? I was thinking earlier, has any professional sports team ever had the amount of injuries in the space of 3-4 weeks that we've had? We're dropping like flies, Stefan, and it's not nice. Holland against Royale and Davies, and then Doku's going to be... It's going to be a shit show. I'm not saying it's going to be pretty, but sometimes things got to get a little dirty and a little messy. Look, I'm trying to have some hope, y'all. Come on now. As a Liverpool fan... I don't either City or Spurs to get a... You don't want either one, so you want to draw. There's Flawless. Big up. Hey, you're down. Let's run it then. Let's run it. Absolutely. Quick math. Good luck at Linz tomorrow. Fuck Linz. No good luck. He gets the mod and I supply you with loads of goals and I'm called a fraud. I'm sad. Big up to Jeff. Big up, Surfer. I made you a mod. Hey, man. You're good for clubs tonight? Hey, well, Flawless, drop, if you want to stream it on gaming, we could do that, or I could stream it here on this. It don't matter. Or we could do both. I don't know. If y'all down, I'm down. Let's do it. We'll talk after the show. But big up, Surfer. Hopefully you can join, and hopefully you don't have to whisper the whole time from the kitchen. We'll find out though. Hold my, oh my FJTV, you really trying to get me going, aren't you? I think Ainge will betray Spurs when a big club comes in. Don't say that. Why you say that? I don't think you will. I don't think you will. Staffy TV is on at 2 a.m. UK. Let me see. That's at least somewhere I could redirect y'all. Show some love to Staffy Fraud TV. 6:30. Yeah, he's on in 20 minutes. He's on in 20 minutes. Big up Philip Bidwell. Thank you for that. Sahara says, big up Jacob. Morning here. Just woke up. I'm living in Hong Kong at the moment. I'm from Nepal. My granddad and dad served in British Gurkhas in UK. They're both retired. Big up Sahara. I don't know what British Gurkhas is, but shout out your dad and granddad for serving. I believe it's some kind of military service. Hong Kong sounds like a great place to go. I wonder what it's like out there for you. Sounds cool. And you're from Nepal. Big up. I went to college. There was a girl who was from Nepal when I was in college. Surfer has to hold that every single time. Royale will pocket. Everyone says steady as shark. Big up. Hey, big up, Flawless. Exactly. Bro, I'd want to be you too. Why not? Flawless is the GOAT. Come on now. No Biz, Gio, and Kulu midfield. Hey, that's right. Yeah, Kulusevski's our other midfielder now. Yeah, there we go. We got one. Oh, I'm your favorite Spurs fan. Big up. Big congrats on the 3K. Big up Flawless as well. Part of that journey, part of helping putting me on game. So big up Flawless for that every single time. Got to get in the mud. We're in the mud right now. Why are you saying I got to get back there? Rest in peace, the horse. Jacob, did they say that's what SAR injuries is? Also, will Dyer start on... No. I did have a tweet, actually. Now that you remind me, Surfer. I did have a tweet. Oh, look, this is what was trending today. Matty Cash, Levy, and Romero. So that's kind of fun. Whoa. I did have this tweet here regarding Rodrigo Bentancur. He did have his ankles assessed today, and that was confirmed. It's fucked. Papa Matasar is going to be monitored this week ahead of the game against City. So again, just who the fuck knows, right? They're just going to say maybe, could be, possibly happening. We'll find out. And then just a bunch of shitty news. Just bad news. There you go. You can read that. I'll leave that up for you. 3-3 with a Kulu hat trick from Ryman's son. Already getting the score predictions. And yes, club stream. Yes. Either here or Sarcasm City TV Gaming. Either one. I'm cool with whatever. Don't worry, guys. Ainge still has us on the bench. Yes, he does. Enjoyed this chat. I've subbed and liked. See you around. We'll tune in Sunday before after the game. Big up, Stefan. Maybe I'll do a watch along. What do y'all think? Should I do a watch along for City? What time do we fucking play those bums? What time are we going to kick their ass at the Etihad? 9:30 on Sunday? Maybe I do a watch along? Maybe? I don't know. There's too many watch alongs already. It's pretty fucking saturated, if I'm honest. I am the Whisper Surfer. No, you're Winter Mudrik. That's either, I'm still figuring out Winter the Mudrik Surfer or Mikhailo Surfer. I don't know which one sounds better. Hey, Jacob. Big up Boxing Kangaroo. Says, hey, Jacob, our injury list has been one that's laughable. Now Sar potentially out as well. It won't stop me loving Ainge and Spurs, though. Big up Boxing Kangaroo. Neither will it me, because this is part of the journey, right? You got to go through trials and tribulations. Andy says, how good has Matty Cash been this season? What a player. You're a fraud. You are a fraud, Andy. Why would you say that? You know what? This is why in Toy Story, all the fucking toys ended up leaving Andy. All right? That's why they ended up leaving. And they all wiped off Andy. They said, oh, Andy written his name on my shoe. They rubbed it off. Get that fucking name out of here. You're hitting the Sioux? Why are you hitting the Sioux? He scored in the Saudi League? I guess that's good. Can't see Spurs winning any games until February, March. You can't, but I can, so don't worry. We will. The Nepalese Warriors. Yes, it's the military. Hey, learn something new every day. Big up, every single one of you. Because look, that's what part of the reason why I started this whole journey is because I like learning more about people, cultures, backgrounds, and like shit like that. So I'm gonna Google it right now so it's brought up because I will forget. Y'all know me, my fucking brain. I'm gonna Google Gurkhas right now, and I have a tab. If you don't believe me, boom, there it is. See, I did do that. I ain't lying. I'm gonna look up what Gurkhas is. Congrats to Jacob. Big up Kingsman. Thank you so much. Can't believe Bentancur is out again. Fuck Matty Cash. That is the motto. Bring on all the youngsters. Time to give them a go. Why not? But clearly there's a reason why Ainge hasn't started them, because I don't think that they're ready. He probably doesn't think that they're ready. But I'm of the mindset, who fucking cares at this point? I don't want to see two goalkeepers on the bench. I don't want to see an empty seat on the bench. I thought that was really strange, and I don't know why. Apparently because we didn't register in time. I don't know. But why do we have two goalkeepers on the bench? Is it because Vicario is our backup center back? And in case we need a center back, we just put Vicario out there and put Fraser Forster in? Is that what we're going to do? Big up Andy for the £5 super sticker. Let me see what that is. It doesn't show me here. You wind up. You wind up, Andy. So it's a sticker of an avocado saying, how's it going? Big up Andy for the donation to the channel. That's fun banter because you know what? You sprinkled a little cheddar on me, so that's always nice. Big up Andy. Thank you so much for being. This is the second time I think you've bought in a super chat or sticker or something. So big up. Appreciate it. Hey, banter away. Banter away, my friend. As long as it's all in the football, that's all I care about. Lex says, I wanted to see him, Sar, and Basuma with Matters. He would play for Sar in this instance. So I was very excited to see Madison, Basuma, and Bentancur. I think that is our best three. It's very, very upsetting that we are robbed of that yet again. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. It's Cal the Shocker. Big up Steel Panther. I don't know what the hell you're saying. I mean, I know what 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink means, but I don't know Panther or Steel Panther. The great thing with Dyer, he's versatile. Okay, okay, I'm not going to finish that. Y'all are just laughing at me now. Very, very much. Big up. Andy is the villain of Toy Story. He is. And he's the villain here, but he also gave us some money, so it's kind of nice. Matty Cash, the Polish International. Someone need to hurt that man. Could be a good idea for now. Yeah, until we're getting fucking stomped 4-0 or something, then it won't be fun. But hey, maybe, you know what? I'm going to do a fucking watch along. I'm doing it. We're doing a watch along. I don't do them often. We're doing a watch along on Sunday. Because when we fucking shock the world, come over here and say hello to Jacob. Come over here and talk to Jacob a little nice. That's what I want to see. Not sure how we got to play for Poland. The fraud. He's a fraud. That's how. Jeff Merrill. Big up Jeff from Denton, Texas. My hometown. Well, one of my hometowns. It's where I met my wife. Where me and my wife first lived together as well. What was the scuffle between Pep and Darwin about at the end of the City-Liverpool match? I heard it was because Darwin said, "What kind of shampoo do you use?" That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Sarr is still hurt. He's going to be monitored. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Excuse me. He's going to be monitored this week. Yay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, man. Did someone really say 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink? That's so fucking funny. Yes. Very creative. Wait. What part of the game is this? Hey, this is the part of the stream where it's ran on for too long and I need to end the stream. Perisic won't play for the club again. Damn. Yeah, it's pretty dramatic, right? Ivan Perisic is not expected to play for the club ever again after suffering and never, ever again. The dramatics. It's kind of funny. It's kind of dramatic, but it's still funny. Why did you sell Modric? Because Real Madrid came in for him and he wanted to leave. And when Real Madrid knock on the door, 9 out of 9 times they're going to answer the door and say, "Hey, welcome in, have some dinner. And, here's his guest bedroom." Jacob, listen to Steel Panther tune The Shocker. All right. I'll do that. I'll do that. Only here, Vigo. You can't say that on his Sam show. What can't I say on his Sam show? 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink? Yes, you have to do a watch along against City. We will be there. Okay, bet. Well, there we are. I caught up to the chat now. Finally, I can end the stream, y'all. Here's the last one I found. Jimmy Nipples. Dyer's gone too. He had a beef with Levy. For once, Levy stood up to him. Was in the news today. Bye-bye, Dyer. Bye-bye, Dyer. Bye-bye, die. Bye-bye, Dyer. You bye-bye. I was going to say something mean, but that's too mean. He's a human. He is a human. But fuck him. He needs to go. But that's going to do it, y'all. Episode number 103 of the Untitled series. We are the unluckiest club in the EPL. Maybe for now, but it won't be forever. How about that? Who's better, Bale or Modric? Bro, Bale, I love Gareth Bale so much. And then he left, and he was still so fucking good. Shout out Gareth Bale every single time. I love him so much. I just wish that when he came back on loan that the stadium was filled and everyone got to sing for him. That's what I wish. That was one of the bad parts of the COVID thing, man. Yeah, it's time to end the stream, y'all. But big up every single one of you who has tapped in. Let's see what the polls results are. 112 votes, 106 likes. That is only 6 people who voted and didn't like. An absolute phenomenal ratio. So thank you so much to every single one of you who liked the video. It's absolutely free. Thank you so much. What isn't free, what y'all did do that wasn't free, shout out Futility, kicked us off with a super chat. Big up and thank you so much. And then he followed it up with an even bigger super chat saying go follow the Hotspur Hippie. Absolutely. Every time go follow Paul Beatty at Hotspur Hippie. And then Ugly Fish with a nice little $2 just to be called an adequate looking fish. And we had Chang in here gifting 5 memberships and using his membership chat. So big up Chang for supporting the channel, helping the family grow. And Andy with the final financial donation to the channel with a £5 super sticker saying, how's it going? Just rubbing it in a little bit. But rubbing it in like a Sour Patch Kid. First he was sour, then he was sweet. So big up Andy for the financial donation as well. It does mean a lot. Look, I am a family man. I don't like all that money just goes to me and my family. So I do appreciate y'all doing that. And big up and thank you so much for doing it. It is not obligatory. Nothing is obligatory here on United Spurs of America other than immaculate vibes. That's all I ask. Bring the immaculate vibes or I will bring them and share in them with me. Love your neighbor even if they have a red shirt on, even if they have a blue shirt on, whatever shirt color it may be. Love on your neighbor. It doesn't cost anything to hug and be a good person. So big up you for being here listening to this right now. And then also, if you're watching this on playback, big up yourself. 110 likes, 111 likes. Someone just liked as I said it. Honestly, I do appreciate that. Y'all absolutely supporting the channel. And that's why I do it. Again, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. Help us reach over 3K. Something I never really thought was possible. About a year ago, when this channel was at like 150 subs, I never thought I'd be sitting here doing a thank you so much for 3K. So really, really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. But thank you so much. And I love these little one-on-ones. I could do it with the chat. Y'all come in here, y'all talk to me, we have a good time, banter me, we'll chat some shit. I mean, I talked about guns, I talked about all type of shit today, so it's kind of interesting where this might go. But look, it is over 2 hours. I don't want to make it too long. Hopefully some people watch this back on playback. But as always, folks, I want to say thank you so much again, lastly, for being here. Just doing your part. Doing your part costs you nothing. So as always, folks, stay blessed first and foremost. Secondly, stay fresh. Up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Quiz.
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.